Guthrie Football 2024 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Mercy Hospital, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 24:15. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, health therapy. The Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy. Guthrie Bluejay Football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Tree Service, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito Authority, Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma.
Welcome to Guthrie Football. The following is a production of Guthrie Football, spanning across the Blue Jay Network.
Throws it up for Dante Foster in a triple coverage. Oh my goodness! Are you kidding me?
Now, let's go live to the stadium with the voice of the Blue Jays, Chris Evans, and tonight's Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
From S.C. Williams Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma, the campus of Booker T. Washington, we welcome you to Guthrie Bluejay Football here on GMP TV. It is the quarterfinal matchup between the Guthrie Bluejays, 8-3 overall, taking on the Booker T. Washington Hornets, who enter with a 9-2 record. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. As one of the safest and strongest banks in Oklahoma, Bank First has a long history of serving Guthrie. With our entire production crew, including Lance Evans, Sarah Phillips, and Andy Daves on our cameras tonight. Connor Phillips and Ronnie Phillips producing the show tonight. Sean Silva, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. The Blue Jays and Hornets trying to get to the state semifinals. It's been a little while since both have been there, but tonight's winner moves on to the state semifinals and, dare I say, might be favored in their game next week, no matter who they play. More on that here in a little bit. Bring in Phil Nichols, and it's been a little while since Guthrie's been at Booker T. Washington. And we'll go over that here in the series history, but it's been about 16 years. But these two teams, Blue Bloods in 5A football.
Yeah, Blue Bloods in 5A football. You know, Booker T's jumped up, went up to 6A, spent some time there, came down. Had some struggles over a few years. You know, weren't the Booker T. Washington Hornets that we were all used to, but boy, they've came back this year. That 9-2 record, really putting together a good season for Booker T. Yeah,
Booker T 2-8 a year ago when they played in 6A2 football, and obviously with the readjustment moved down to 5A. And I think if they were in 6A2, they'd definitely be a playoff team. They're in a lot better team than they were a year ago. They're under the direction of first-year head coach Bitson, who's up for the Coach of the Year in Class 5A football. He's done a good job of turning this program around, and this is a tradition-rich program.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, when you talk about high school football in Oklahoma historically, Booker T is one of those programs that always gets mentioned over the years. Decades and decades have just had a phenomenal program, as has Guthrie over the last several decades. And so it's a really cool thing to see when you see two really traditionally strong football programs meet up in a game that means something like this.
Yeah, this is a quarterfinal matchup. The other quarterfinal game on this side of the 5A bracket is Pryor. We passed their buses on the turnpike. They're headed to Newcastle. So Pryor and Newcastle will be taking on the winner of tonight's contest. Of course, on the other side, Claremore is at Carl Albert and Bishop McGinnis is at Dell City. You know, you start off with 32 teams in 5A football. We got down to 16 in the playoffs. Now we're down to the final 8.
Yeah, you know, this is what the kids work so hard for in the off season and through 2-a-days, and you go through the non-district games. You're building up to get to this point. This is where you want to be, and we're here now. And listen, there's not a bigger game in 5A. I think this is the best matchup in 5A football tonight. Of course, I thought last week's game, the Blue Jays facing Lawton Mack, was the best matchup last week, and I just think I think the team that wins this tonight has the clear path to meet up in what we think will be a state championship game against Carl Albert.
Yeah, we'll definitely be following those scores throughout the night and all the classes as well. So all the classes are playing tonight. Now the winner of this game will not. All 5A games will have teams will have a bye next week. So no football, regardless who wins in 5A for next week. Obviously, with the 3 new classes in high school football, there's now 12 total. And now there's 2 weeks of state championship games.
Yeah, it's we're going to be busy. I just realized that, really busy. But yeah, I mean, it's getting a bye week this time for 5A is big, right? These games, you're always going to get people nicked up this time of the year. Everybody's not 100%, right? Each team has their share of injuries. Kids that don't feel 100%, but boy, you can get that bye week right after Thanksgiving. It really will go a long, long ways to getting them healthy to make that state championship run. We
got a whole lot to go here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show as you take a look at downtown Tulsa, just over to our right. It's going to be a big one. The Jays and the Hornets, the right to play in the Class 5A state semifinal. When we come back, we bring Sean onto the broadcast and start breaking down this ball game between the Hornets and the Jays here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
At Mosquito Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Welcome back. Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Quarterfinal matchup, Jays and the Hornets. Bring in Sean Silvis. A nice, easy trip up the Turnpike. Sean, thank you for driving about an hour 45 to make it up here to S.E. Williams Stadium. And it was a nice, beautiful day, Sean, but the weather is going to start cooling down here.
Yeah, it's going to cool down, mid-40s. Lucky. You guys got me? Sorry about that.
Yeah,
mid-40s to high 40s. It's actually nice and peaceful down here on the field. I don't know if you can get a shot of the flags, but they are not moving at all. So even though it's chilly, it's actually pretty calm down here. Pretty nice evening.
Yeah, appreciate that, Sean. Yeah, we have the winds right now out of the east-southeast at 2 miles per hour. So we've been in some cold situations before, Phil. And I remember in Grove, it was really, really, really cold, but there was no wind. That goes a long way, especially here in Oklahoma.
Yeah, if there's no wind, you can bear it. I think we've also been in situations where there was wind.
Yeah.
I think of that ball game, I believe, was it in Sapulpa? In 2011, 2012?
20 semifinals?
Yes.
Guthrie McAllister?
Was it Sapulpa?
Yeah.
some of the worst wind I've ever seen in a high school football game. It was terrible. It was brutal, but this should be a good night. The kids, the ones that we should, they're going to, that weather could affect, they're not going to feel it. They're going to come out, kick the ball off, get that first contact out of the way, and it might as well be 75 and sunny for them then. They won't feel it at all.
Yeah, so that is tonight's weather. Appreciate that, Sean Silvas. And we'll come back to Sean here in just a little bit with tonight's Mercy Health Report. Take a look at some of the game notes coming into tonight's contest here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. You look at the top two there on for Guthrie and for Booker T. Looking to snap a 6-game losing streak, and Booker T looking to snap a 5-game losing streak when it comes to the quarterfinal action. Booker T state champion a year ago, Guthrie in 2013. Since then, first round playoff games, not too bad, but the second round has been an issue for both of these ball clubs.
Yeah, you see that stat, and it's kind of shocking for these two programs over the years. They've had so much success, but this is a big game for both teams for a lot of reasons, but believe me, those have been around. They want to get those monkeys off their back and move past that, get in the semifinals game. So it should be, there's just a lot of reasons tonight why I think this could be such a phenomenal matchup.
Booker T Washington, the 5A3 district champions. They beat McAllister, who finished second in the district. McAllister lost last week. They were shut out 14-0, but Booker T on a 9-game winning streak. They started the season off with a loss to Edmond Memorial, who's playing in a quarterfinal matchup tonight against the Norman Tigers. But since that 9-game winning streak, this defense, and it's a story about defense tonight for both squads, obviously, but Booker T only giving up 10 points per game in those 9-game winning streak.
Yeah, and that defensive line that we'll talk a lot about tonight, they'll be a big part of this ballgame. All sophomores but one. They have one junior on that defensive line. They've got some kids that can flat go get it. Some kids that are being highly recruited around the country already, being that young. Very athletic defensive line. Keep an eye on that throughout the ballgame. 6th
game of the season for Guthrie on the road this year. Pretty good record, 4-1. Only loss coming to Blanchard, who, oh, by the way, lost last week to Clinton. So the defending state champions are out, and so Class 4A will have a new champion this year.
Yeah, 4A is going to have a new champion. There's, I think, 3 teams really are going to have something to say about that between Wagner, Elgin, and Tuttle. I think those are the 3 teams that most people look at and go, it's going to be one of those 3. We've got to narrow down a little bit more now on the high school huddle, but those 4A top to bottom, we've talked about it's the deepest classification of football, I think, in the state of Oklahoma.
Yeah, Clinton with the upset over Blanchard last week, and Clinton and Wagner tonight trying to stun 4A again. We'll see how that plays out. Again, we'll have scores for you throughout the entire night here on the broadcast. So the big one here, though, Guthrie and Booker T, and this is Guthrie and Booker T. Or Guthrie last week had the biggest game in 5A, and I think Guthrie probably, when you kind of mentioned earlier in the previous segment, this is probably the marquee matchup of 5A again this week.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the marquee matchup of 5A. I mean, you've got a Booker T team that's really came back strong, led by that great defensive line they have. You have Guthrie, lost all their starters on defense but one. Had to replace all the starters from last year's outstanding football team. They find themselves back here, an opportunity to go farther than last year's team did. Great job by these kids, the coaching staff at Guthrie, to really get these kids developed throughout the year. And they have consistently, Chris, gotten better each and every week. Last week, I think, the best performance they've had. You always talk about getting hot at the right time. The Blue Jays can keep that going from last week. Man, I tell you, they've got a great chance.
Let's take a look at the series history between these two programs. And I think all these matchups, except for 2 of them, have come in district play. Booker T leads the overall series 4-1 as we get set for the 6th meeting between these two programs. Booker T, they've won the previous 2 playoff meetings, but we all remember 2002, Guthrie kicked down the door when it comes to state championships with the victory over Booker T Washington that featured 3 NFL players on that team. That doesn't count a stud at quarterback that did not quite make the NFL.
Yeah, I think, you go back to that 2002 game. Remember the fog over in Stillwater? Had all the elements. Nobody gave us a chance. I always teased some of the kids and said, heck, you guys didn't even think you were going to win that night. I mean, nobody thought they were going to win. Boy, they went out and they shocked the entire state of Oklahoma, taking down Booker T in that 0-2 championship game. And like you said, kicked down the door for the Blue Jays. Blue Jays went on, won 3 more state titles. Could have probably had a couple more in there, some things that went their way. But I'll tell you, it's been a phenomenal run at Guthrie since 2002 when those great 02 players, you think about those, the Kyle Smiths, the Russell Rushes, all these
DeMarco
Jones, just the greats out there. You know, I mean, they're the ones that set this train moving, and every kid that plays since then thereafter has kind of live up to that.
Yeah, I mean, Cantrell Brothers, his senior squad lost to Booker T in the semifinals over at Stillwater at Pioneer Stadium. But last time we were here was in 2008, and it was Hammer and Hank Hudson that looked like he kicked the game-winning field goal. As Booker T, though, the field goal was called no good, wide left, and it was it looked good. It was a triple overtime. It was basically the winner of that game, which was a second round game, just like tonight is. Yeah. The winner of that game was going to be the state champions. Booker T ended up being the state champions.
Yeah, they beat them out 40-something to 7 in the state championship game. Just blew them out. But that was an epic game. It was a back and forth game. Of course, us Blue Jay fans, that's one that hurts and stays with you. I told somebody today, they're asking about the field goal, and I said, well, I'm pretty certain my last dying words will be, it was good. So I mean, it drives us crazy. It doesn't take away from the kind of game it was that day. It was a tremendous ball game. That's all part of it. Sometimes calls go your way, sometimes they don't. But the Blue Jays are here tonight in 2024, ready to get past this quarterfinal game and go to the semis.
Yeah, in other ways, Blue Jay fans have called this return back to the scene of the crime, is how they describe that triple overtime setback in 2008. Guthrie trying to eliminate that. It will ease their mind just a little bit if they can get the victory here tonight at S.C. Williams Stadium to move on to the state semifinal. Take a time out and come back with more here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
You need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvis, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Hornets and Jays to kick off here, less than 10 minutes. Glad to have you tonight on GMP TV. We are anticipating a very good crowd online tonight, and Guthrie fans across the way, you can see they're pretty good travel there. You see the Guthrie High School Band has made their way here as well. So should have a good crowd here inside the stadium as well on the broadcast tonight. We appreciate everyone doing that. Let's go back downstairs to our man Sean Silvis with tonight's Mercy Health Report. Sean?
Well, guys, luck, not much to report on. We had a couple guys go down last week, but they made it back on the field then, and they are back to playing tonight. Everyone came out and warmed up. We should have the full starting lineup, so that is a good thing. I did some recon at the Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday night with some of the football guys. They said they are ready to roll.
Awesome. Appreciate that, Sean. And don't forget, Health report brought to you by Mercy Hospital, Logan County. Schedule your next appointment or make a payment or simply check your account at mercy.net. And I can tell you, I've been battling a little bit something, but Phil's has gracefully laid hands on me.
Twice?
So,
once for your illness.
Right.
Yeah,
So, this is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show, and there you see the cheerleaders have also made their way here as we are. Yep, I could swear with that. We are getting ready for tonight's national anthem. We'll turn it over to the national anthem. I think the Booker T. Washington Marching Band will provide that. We'll have both bands here tonight, so that is great as well. So I think it's Booker T's band that will have the national anthem. We'll go downstairs as soon as they begin with that. There you have tonight's national anthem performed by the Booker T. Washington Hornet Marching Band. And we'll go here real quick with, there have been some greats when you talk about Booker T. Washington. There's, a standout football program, their basketball program, probably a couple notches above their football program. And really, they have a pretty good baseball program here at Booker T. Washington as well. But, we talk about that 02 state championship team. It had Robert Meacham, who spent quite a few years in the NFL. Felix Jones was on that team. He played for Arkansas, moved on to the NFL.
Tyler Lockett.
Tyler Lockett, he was in that 2010 football team that beat Guthrie in the semifinals.
Yeah, Dominic Alexander, another great one for Booker T. And
yeah,
there's been some greats. We're going to leave out a few. We're sitting there. I'm efforting right now because I'm really trying to find.
Well, and the wide receiver that went to OU, he was not in Quentin Chaney. Yes,
and
Quentin Chaney.
And the young man that went to Michigan just 4 or 5 years ago, and I'm just drawing a complete blank. His brother played at Oklahoma State.
Yes.
And his brother played running back.
And he was, I think, a first-round draft pick.
He was.
Somewhere up there.
And we're terrible at our job, evidently, but what the daylights.
You'll work on that.
Was it Hill?
Yes, Dax Hill.
Dax Hill.
Yeah. Dax Hill. And in fact, the running back, Justice,
is in the NFL.
Yeah. And then you move over to basketball, Ryan Humphrey, Eton Thomas, R.W. McQuarters.
Yeah.
I mean, it just goes on. And, of course, Wayman Tisdale. The best of all of them.
The best college player, I think, maybe ever.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And then, of course, Guthrie, Kentrell.
Yeah. All right, we're up against our next break here on the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. As we draw closer to kickoff, less than 5 minutes to decide who moves on to the state semifinals. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. The light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Your choice first half. You want to defer? Let me tell everybody here.
Across the Washington winner, they will defer. Guthrie, your choice first half.
See. You better take the football, you got to kick. What end you want to defend?
I'm going to kick that way.
Okay, turn your back in that direction.
There you see the coin toss. Standing gauges. The referee tonight will go over the officials here in a little bit. Booker T. Washington won the toss, and I think if I heard right, they deferred to the second half.
Did.
So Guthrie will get the football to begin the contest. When we come back, it's Guthrie, Booker T. The winner moves on to the state semifinals. This is the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of other programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Welcome back. Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. Blue Jays have run onto the field. The Hornets get ready to do it themselves. Blue Jays will have the football first, Phil. And a matchup of the battle of the defenses. Booker T won last week over Collinsville 25-20. As we take a look at the keys to victories for both ball clubs tonight. And for Guthrie, I think they can continue the tradition of physical play.
Yeah, the Blue Jays got to have to come out and punch them in the mouth and stay there all night. I mean, this is the kind of ball game I think that fits the Blue Jays. I mean, I think it's a decent matchup for them, but they're going to have to be physical.
Booker T's, the team speed on both sides of the football is amazing. Guthrie's defense cannot let them behind them.
Yeah, you let them behind them, it's going to be a long night for the Jays, and Booker T is going to have to protect the quarterback at all times. Blue Jays last week showed the ability to get some pressure when they played Lawton Mack and really disrupted the whole ball game. Started about the last 5 minutes in the first half.
And there you see Booker T take advantage of that team speed, protect the quarterback, as Phil mentioned, and third down and long. And Phil, when you talk about Booker T Washington, it begins up front. They got Joseph Graves and Dwayne Jones. They are two defensive linemen that are sophomores that will be playing college football at a high level here in a few years.
Yeah, the Jones kid transfer in from Owasso. This is his first year here at Booker T. Just an absolute freak of nature. I don't.
Joseph Graves, the other one.
Yeah, Joseph Graves, the other one. But watch these kids. Number 13 is the Jones kid. Graves is number
75.
They're special athletes. I mean, Blue Jays are going to have to count for that. You can't run away from one of them because there's another one on the other side.
Right.
So we're going to have to account for that, figure it out. And, this is going to test offensive coordinator Jason Rice's chops tonight because he's going to have to draw some stuff up to try to offset those two kids up front.
And we talk about Guthrie's ability to run between the tackles with success all season long. Well, that's running into the strength of Booker T.
It is running strength, but I was talking to one of the Booker T gentlemen up here earlier, and he said that what they're so good at, these two kids, is that burst off.
Okay.
So it almost sounds more like they're edge guys, guys that are going to go push, especially number 13. So if that is the case, and you get a kid that wants to come off the ball hard, could set up some opportunities too up the middle. But listen, they're so athletic. Well, you'll see it on the camera. You don't have to look very hard to pick them out.
The other thing with Booker T. Washington is their secondary is so good. It might be the best secondary in Class 5A football. Well, the second best secondary in Class 5A football behind Carl Lauer. They're on a league of their own. Yeah. But this total defense for Booker T is so good. But Guthrie's defense has been solid all season long as well. The one thing that Booker T has gotten himself into trouble at times this year has been penalties and turnovers. Yeah. So that's another key factor. Guthrie has to maybe create some extra momentum from those turnovers.
And I think when you talk physical football, what does physical football cause? It causes penalties and turnovers.
And the temperature going to be around 45 degrees, so maybe a little bit harder to hold on to the football as we are set for the Hornets and the Jays. This has been the Bank First Blue Jay Kickoff Show. So we're set from S.C. Williams Stadium here on the campus of Booker T. Washington, hour 45 from Guthrie. Hornets will kick off from the 40-yard line from left to right on your device, and we are underway of the quarterfinal matchup. Ball fielded at the 26-yard line by Carlock. He'll get it to the 30, still on his feet, and he'll be taken down at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, Blue Jays will come out offensively. We talked about last week, Chris, and last week was one of the best I think it was the best complete game the Blue Jays played all year. You want to get the playoffs, you want to be playing your best ball, and I think the Blue Jays are doing that. I thought Jason Rice called a tremendous ball game last week in the opening round, so I think we're going to see a lot of different things here. I think initially you'll see the Blue Jays come out like they normally do, try to establish the run, and then they'll go from there, see what Booker T gives them. They'll make adjustments as needed.
Curious if they go right between the tackles and just challenge them. We'll see how it plays out. Those in flag on the left side, and we have penalty flags or whistles.
Might be a uniform thing for number 10.
And so Watson's going to have to leave, and Maddox Vaughn is going to have to come in. And I see Watson. I'm not sure what I don't see anything different there. So here we go. First play from scrimmage. And it's going to be Colton Carlock in between the tackles, and he'll get up to the 34-yard line.
And that's what you would expect, right? They're going to come up, try to establish something up front, try to get the running game going. This is also when you have these kids that are so fast off the ball, quick off the ball, and aggressive. Sometimes they can take themselves out of a play. You can see some, what we used to call in the good old days, Chris, some trap plays, some counter plays. See some things like that as well.
Elijah Smith in the backfield with Carlock. Elijah had a tremendous game last week against Lott MacArthur, had a touchdown as Booker T appears to have jumped into the neutral zone. So second down and 7.
That was big number 75. We just talked about him. We talked about that motor he has. Got a little bit excited there. That was
Joseph
Graves. But, again, just a sophomore, number 13, 75. Both just sophomores.
Up to the line there, you see tonight's officials: Danny Gages, Sam McPhee, Shane Weathers, Nathan McPhee, and Sean Spiva, tonight's game officials.
Good crew.
Yeah, this is a championship crew. They've had a couple of championships in recent years. Carlock, the quarterback, on second down and 2, and there's the pressure already. Carlock able to get away from it. Sutter step, and he will not get the first down. In fact, they were going to mark him maybe a yard loss. No, they're going to get him right back at the line of scrimmage. So third down and 2. There you see the Booker T speed, Phil.
Yeah, a ton of speed. You also saw, they're coming in with that heavy package. I think they call it the Sasquatch package, I believe, is what I was told this week. But coming in with that heavy package, no surprises here. Going to snap at the number 20 Doles, and he's going to go try to get the first down.
Third down and 2. Guthrie was successful with this all last week as they'll check the sideline. Remember, Guthrie had to punt the football last week on their opening drive on a 3-and-out situation, trying to avoid that here on their first possession. Doles will run with it, and he will have more than enough for the first down as he gets out to the 44-yard line.
Yeah, I like that package a lot. I mean, it's been successful most times this year. Saw it shut down one time last week, but, you know, we talk a lot about how these kids have developed, and I think our coaching staff really need to give them a lot of credit. They've taken a lot of kids that didn't have a lot of experience and molded their offense and their game plan around what the kids do well.
Yeah.
And I've just been really impressed with that all year.
First down for the Jays. Carlock will keep it. Nice read by Carlock. Then breaks a tackle. He's into Booker T territory and a whole lot more as he's tripped up inside the 35-yard line.
You know, Carlock's done that all year long, Chris. Just a very, very talented kid. Very patient with the ball. You'll see it here. Sets up. Breaks that one tackle, cuts it back a little bit, but really does a good job letting his blockers downfield, following his blockers, letting them set things up. Great run there by Carlock.
24-yard run for Colton Carlock. Jays will have another first down here. Elijah Smith gets his first try against his Booker T. Washington defense. Nothing in the middle, so he cuts it to the outside, goes inside the 30. They're going to call him out of bounds and around the 27-yard line, pick up a 5.
Nice pickup there. Good job bouncing it out right there, taking what they're giving you.
Right into your living room.
Yeah, good shot there.
Lance Evans down on the field tonight. Trips receivers top of the formation. Guthrie snaps this one quickly. And Carlock with another read. And Phil, if he hands it off, it's doom. If he keeps it, it's doom. Booker T just did a great job of filling that one out.
Yeah, did a great job of reading that play. And like I said, when you have great athletes up front like Booker T does, I'm telling you, it's a lot like if you're a passing team, but you're playing against two shutdown corners.
Yeah.
It's just going to alter what you do. Blue Jays run the ball. You got two guys up front that are studs. It's going to alter what you do.
3rd and 6 for the Blue Jays. White, Plag, and Herzl were in there. We have a flag down. This is going to be a false start against the Guthrie Blue Jays. So 3rd down and 6 will now be 3rd down and 11. Guthrie has ran 6 offensive plays. All have been on the ground. So we'll see now with a 3rd down 11 if Guthrie goes through the air for the first time tonight.
I will say what's been really good for me, the Blue Jays have shown the ability to run the football.
Yeah.
And that was a big question coming into this, Chris. So I'll tell you, that's a positive regardless of what happens on this drive. Of course, I think we're obviously in 4-down territory here for the Blue Jays.
2 receivers bottom of the formation. 3rd and 11, Guthrie will keep it on the ground knowing it's going to be 4-down territory, so you maybe get half of it here. Carlock does get to the 25-yard line, about 3 yards shy of the first down. I would say that's a successful 3rd down play.
That's a very successful 3rd down play. Blue Jays doing a good job up front. Great job blocking on the outside there by the skinny linemen, the wide receivers. Did a fabulous job there blocking.
Yeah, that was Jace Rainwater, number 4 in your screen.
Well, Jace kind of does it all. He's got great hands, runs great patterns, great special teams player. Tough kid blocking. He's just a good high school football player.
Tackle it actually a little bit further than I thought. So it's going to be 4th down and 4 here for Guthrie. Doles in the backfield. He'll fake the throw. He'll run on the right side. Doles across the 20-yard line. He'll have the first down at the 18-yard line.
I'm telling you, Blake Doles, I know I say this every week, Chris, and people tease me about it. He's just a football player. He doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
You look at him, I mean, he's a good kid. He's a strong kid. He's a tough kid. He's just a football player.
Guthrie needed 4. They got 7. They keep the same formation in here. Doles will try that right side again. He'll go outside. He's at the 15 to the 10, cuts it at the 5, and battles his way down to the 1-yard line.
That's what you call running angry, Chris. Blake Doles, Blue Jays going to hurry up, get on that line. Try to catch Booker T back on their heels a little bit here. Staying with that Sasquatch package.
From the 1-yard line, 1st and goal. Dole's able to get it, and he gets into the end zone, and Guthrie strikes first in the second-round matchup.
Tell you, Blake Doles, I don't like seeing that, walking a little gingerly, coming back to the huddle. Of course, Blake's been battling some leg stuff this year. Tough kid.
The Blue Jays march down the field in 10 plays for the touchdown on their opening drive. Now time for the Strive Wellness Lounge PAT here by Carl Miller, trying to make it a 7-0 score, and it is hits the upright, and it's no good. That darn gone.
What is with this end zone?
What is it with that upright? Extra point, no good. Guthrie on top, 6-0. Timeout from SC Williams Stadium. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Guthrie, on their opening drive, go down and score on this Booker T. Washington defense that has only allowed 10 points in their last 9 contests. Great start for the offense.
Yeah, great job by the Blue Jay offense. Saw something they liked up there. Got to keep an eye on Blake Doles. He had to be helped off the field after that PAT attempt that felt no good. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Blake's going to be an integral part of what we're doing tonight.
Stride Wellness Lounge kickoff. S&T Oilfield Services kickoff, and it is fair caught at the Booker T 31-yard line, exactly where Guthrie started. As you take a look at the John Vance Motor scoring summary, nice stiff arm, 69-yard drive, 10 plays, a little over 4 minutes, as Guthrie strikes first, 6-0.
Yeah, trying to see here.
Got wrapped up right there.
I think he might have got rolled up on the back of his leg. That could be a lot of things.
It's something to do with his foot, guys.
Yeah.
Working on his foot. Nothing too major. They're just trying to get his shoe.
Okay.
Get out.
Good.
Perfect. Thank you, Sean Sillis, with the Mercy Health Report. Booker T. Washington, their first offensive snap. That's Micah Thomas. He's not very tall, but boy, is he fast. His first carry of the night, he'll pick up maybe a yard at the 32-yard line.
Yeah, hit there by Herzl, junior linebacker, the sole returning starter from last year's team. Started as a sophomore, having a great junior year as well. Coming up at the tackle there. He's just that kid you can trust. He's smart. He can run. He's physical. Just a very, very good high school linebacker.
Number 3, Micah Washington, the running back. The quarterback is Levi Brooks. Booker T. Washington puts the middle names on their roster. Brooks to throw for the first time. Here comes the pressure, and Alfred Officer nails him for the sack.
Well, Alfred Officer, what kind of a year has this kid had this year? Kelly said earlier, he was just buried behind some great kids. See it here on the Integrity Heat and Air replay, just came right up the middle. But if this kid just was buried behind some great players, he'd be a multi-year starter. This kid's very, very good. I think he could play some small college ball somewhere.
Number 7 hits the sack for a 7-yard loss. It's now 3rd down and 17 for the Hornets from their own 25-yard line. Brooks and Washington in the backfield. 2 receivers bottom of the formation, 2 on top. Brooks will slap his hands, no action there, as he will check the sideline to see if they want to change the play. With 1 second on the play clock, and now Booker T will have to spin a timeout. We'll take a timeout with them. 6-1 to play in the first quarter. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved ones' wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
3rd down at 17 for the Hornets. Brooks, the quarterback, from the shotgun. He'll look to throw. Here comes the pressure. He's going to step up, elude the pressure, throws it on the run on the far side. It's incomplete, and the Hornets are going to have to go to the punting team on their first drive of the ball game.
Great job by Blue Jay defense. Came out, really showed honestly, some dominance up front, pushing the offensive line of Booker T around. Listen, if you're going to run the ball against a Guthrie defense, you better pack a lunch and be there all day. I mean, that is what we do defensively. Is we're extremely good against the run. So, great defensive series for the Blue Jays, following up that tremendous scoring drive opening series by the Blue Jay offense.
Low snap, punter able to retrieve it though and puts off a nice punt. Carlock from the 39-yard line, and he'll break a tackle, but the Hornets are there quickly, and Guthrie will have a first down and 10. Decent field position for their second drive of the ball game.
Yeah, I tell you can start on the 40-yard line, and especially the way the Blue Jays moved the ball in that opening drive. Now, listen, coaches are going to make adjustments. We'll see if Booker T makes some adjustments on that, defensively against the Blue Jays. But I like what we see so far. If you're a Blue Jay fan, you're excited of how this ball game started.
Appreciate Charlotte Chapel watching tonight. She's watching some OSU wrestling as well, some Guthrie football tonight. So she's highly entertained tonight. Guthrie on first down. We'll get back to the line of scrimmage as they try to test out those tackles, and Booker T wins that round.
Yeah, that was dominance up front by the Booker T defensive line, but I
like how Guthrie's challenging that, though.
Yeah, I do. That's what I was getting ready to say. I like the fact that we're not running away from it. Make them establish it. Make them shut you down.
Guthrie quickly to the line of scrimmage, and not seeing Doles here offensively, so not that he would be in here right now anyway, but as we mentioned on his touchdown run, some sort of a foot injury they were trying to work on as Maddox Vaughn goes into motion. Carlock will run it on the right side. He switches directions across the 45, and he'll get up to the 47. Actually, we'll give him the 48-yard line, a pickup of 6 yards.
Yeah, good pickup by Carlock there. And he does a good job. If I had one small critique, there's times when I think he dances too much at the end of a play. Just put your head down and go north or south. Go try to get that extra yard, but I think sometimes he puts himself in vulnerable positions to take big hits.
3rd and 5. Guthrie needs the Booker T 47-yard line for the first down. Guthrie was able to pick up 4 first downs and a touchdown on their opening drive, so 5 highly successful plays out of their 10-play drive. Carlock will throw for the first time. Pass to the far side. Maddox Vaughn cannot bring it in. Even if he catches that field, there's about 3 Hornets in his grill.
That might have been the good Lord looking out for Maddox. He had taken a pretty good shot there, but yeah, that's one Maddox would have liked to have had back, no doubt about it.
So Guthrie goes 3 and out, much like Booker T did on their first drive. And we'll see Colton Carlock come on for the punt. Booker T. Washington will send a man back around his own 20-yard line. I think that's going to be number 5, Harris.
They watched a lot of college football. Big 75 hit the ground like he was hurt because he didn't think he was get off the field on time. That was good job by him.
Now, guys, if you could imagine leaving Eli Maroney on the bench during the defense, that's what that looks like right now. He is chomping at the bit on that field.
He's a competitor. There's no doubt about that, Sean. Pretty good crowd here at S.C. Williams Stadium as Carlock boots this one away. It's fielded at the 19-yard. Ball's fumbled. It's still loose on the turf, and Guthrie has it. And it's actually still loose. I thought Guthrie was going to bounce on it inside the 10, and they finally do inside the 10. They're going to give it to Booker T. Boy, Guthrie went off celebrating like they had recovered it. Now the official pointed the wrong way. It is Guthrie football.
It is Guthrie. Okay.
I thought I'd missed something.
Well, I saw the ref on this side showing Booker T.
Check this one out.
Yeah, see it early integrity and a great punt by Carlock. Kid, just great job there. So was that White that disrupted it? Then we get a little kicking spree going. I don't know who ended up. White ends up with it again. He caused it. He recovered it. Great job there by White, number 15. Well, what kind of years that kid had?
So after all that, it is down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. First and goal for the Blue Jays. You got to cash this one in with points. Carlock will get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and goal.
Yeah, there's got to take advantage of opportunities like this. You talked about it, Chris. You know, there are times throughout the year they've had turnover problems. You know, Blue Jays got to capitalize on this, put points on the board from that turnover.
Feels like Guthrie's probably going to have to find some success throwing the football down in this area. Yeah. We'll see, though.
Yeah, I think you're right. Chris, how valuable has Caden White been this year? Just had an incredible year.
Smith goes into motion. They fake it to him as Carlock, and Carlock is going to get down to the 6-yard line. Well, it'll be third down and goal. Pick up a 3. Booker T. Off the turnover. Guthrie trying to cash in with some points. Guthrie does have a solid kicker in Carlo Miller, who has had several field goals this year. This is definitely his range, but when you're in the second round playoff game, you need touchdowns and not field goals.
Yeah, you're looking for 6.
Ball's actually at the 7. Carlock wants to throw, and he's going to be sacked by one of the sophomores back at the 10-yard line. Getting him there was number 13, Dwayne Jones.
Yeah, Dwayne Jones, the Owasso transfer, outstanding young football player.
Tackled on the near hash mark as Blue Jays will bring in the field goal unit.
Fourth down for the Blue Jays.
And this will not be Carl Miller kicking. It's going to be number 43, not on our roster. This is a 27-yard field goal attempt. Actually, we'll call it 28. Plenty distance, and it is good. And Guthrie back on the board with a 28-yard field goal. Guthrie on top, 9-0 as they take advantage of the turnover. Timeout from Tulsa. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake glass.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
Blue Jays with a 28-yard field goal off of the turnover by Booker T. Washington punt team gives Guthrie a 9-0 lead as they'll kick it off again here on the S&T Oil Field Services kickoff.
Yeah, I tell you, Blue Jays, outside of that, I don't even want you to call it, just that field goal, PAT off the upright. Everything's went the Blue Jays' way so far.
Fair caught at the 35-yard line. Booker T will have it as we check out the John Vance Motors scoring summary as Guthrie goes 4 plays, and they didn't go 69 yards. They went 9 yards for that correction there. But the big play was the turnover that led to that 28-yard field goal by Marco Amaze. What was it, Sean? Sorry, none of my roster.
Marco Meza.
Meza, that's right. No way there. Marco Meza with a 9 to give the Jays a 9-0 lead.
Just smooth as silk, too.
It was. Good leg on it.
Yeah.
Hornets back for the second time offensively. Had to punt the football away on their first drive. They give it off to Micah Washington. He's going to go over 1,000 yards on the season here tonight, but having a hard time right now as he gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, good job by the defense there. And you can see that kid's quick. Mm-hmm. But, you know, the best way to handle quick is to get to the point of contact as quickly as you can. Don't worry about the dance and just run right through him, tackle through him. Blue Jays doing a good job there. Great shot there.
There you see Caden Whitefield was talking about number 15. Carpenter from the safety spot, number 24, has had a good season as well.
Yeah.
1 yard pickup for Washington sets up a 2nd down and 9 play. Brooks is the quarterback, and Phil, when you look at this roster, 8 seniors on the entire roster. Brooks steps up, eludes the pressure, and now he's going to take off and run with it as he's tackled out of bounds in around the 41-yard line. Plag and White on the tackle.
Yeah, good job by Plag coming over. Did a nice job. See here, just steps up in the pocket, didn't see anything downfield, just took off, tried to get what he could. Great job by Plag. About 3rd and 5, Chris, is that right?
Yeah, when you look at this Booker T. Washington, they're going to be one of the favorites. I mean, they can, obviously get the state championship this year, but they'll be one of the favorites next year with this young team.
Yeah, young kids all over the place and very talented.
Hornets need the 46-yard line for the 1st down, so indeed it is 3rd down and 5. Hornets will throw for the 1st down. Brooks has a target. It's caught at the 45, and it's a 1st down for the Hornets. With the reception was number 6, Compton.
Yeah, nice pass here, just right over the middle. Decent coverage, just had a half a step on him.
Compton is a sophomore, Phil, so the very talented junior and sophomore class.
Yeah, loaded sophomore, junior class, you'd say. I think I've counted 2 seniors. Number 5 starts on the defensive side of the ball, and there was another young man I saw up there, but not very many seniors out on the field for the Hornets tonight.
14-yard reception for the 1st down. Booker T in Guthrie's territory for the first time tonight. Back to the air again. This one's downfield. Man has a step on the J, and it's broken up by Carlock, and then it falls down to the turf. If the quarterback gets a little bit more air on that one, that's 6 points.
Yeah, Carlock did a good job trying to catch up and make up ground, and then when he got there, he broke the pass up. You'll see there in the integrity heat in there replay. Just got behind him, but that ball just underthrown, Chris, as you said, and he goes ahead and gets it out of there, but definitely had plenty of space between him and Carlock. Quarterback just didn't get the ball where he needed to.
We see these teams, Phil, knowing they're going to have a hard time running the football against Guthrie. We see him go through the air. Their quarterback tonight, he's very capable.
Oh, yeah, very capable kid. And he's a junior himself.
2nd down and 10 after the incomplete pass. Toss to Washington, far side, trying to outrun Officer and Plag, and he'll get to the 40-yard line for about a pickup of 5 yards.
Yeah, quick kid, very, very quick. Going to be 3rd and 5 for the Hornets. The Blue Jay pass defense has been early on. I mean, they've had to grow up throughout the year,
They've
right?
been tested.
They've been tested a bunch, and got a lot of youngsters out there, a lot of first-year starters out there, but I'm proud of those kids. They battled. If you can get pressure up front, that makes you as a defensive back look really good, right?
Right.
And if you can't get pressure up front, well, you're on an island, and that's where you get exposed. And it's not just our kids. It's any defensive back out there.
Well, and you look at Darion Whitehorn, the cornerback for Guthrie on top of your screen. What a sophomore season he's had, and he's been tested a lot as Washington will get the carry, and he's going to be a yard and a half shy of the 1st down for Booker T. Obviously, they'll go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, Darion's going to be a tremendous football player. Of course, a great running back throughout the years, through youth and junior high and freshman ball, but he's really shown that he can flat play some cornerback, gotten better every ball game. Very athletic, very confident kid. And, boy, you have to be confident if you're going to play quarterback.
Might get some offensive snaps this year or next year. Really haven't needed him back there this year. Yeah. We'll see how that is a year as the first quarter comes to an end. All Blue Jays in the first quarter. Booker T. Washington traveling down the field, though. 9-0. Come back with second quarter action from Tulsa, Oklahoma. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
We get set for second quarter action. Guthrie with a 9-0 lead over Booker T. Washington in the second round playoffs. It's a little cool out there tonight.
I like that guy right there. That's one of my favorite guys.
We got a few seconds. Well, let's go ahead and get this fourth down play in here. We do have some update scores in Class 5A after this play here. Booker T. Washington, fourth down, and we'll call it 2. It's a long one, but we'll call it close to 2 yards for the Hornets. They need right at the 35-yard line. And the Hornets will run with it with Washington. It's going to be blown up by Eli Plagg, the senior.
Eli Plagg's done it all year long. He came in last year. He's more action on the offensive side of the ball. We saw him at tight end do some things. Boy, I tell you, he still helps on offense, but man, you see it right there. Having a great year defensively for the Blue Jays, and had enough discipline to come up, lay off the play at the end, not draw a stupid penalty. Just a great job by the Blue Jay defense. Chris, real quick, South Point Baptist Church scoring updates in 5A. Del City up over McGinnis 14-0. That's early in the second quarter. Carl Albert up 14-0 over Claremore. That's early in the second quarter. And they've got a good one going on in Newcastle. Pryor and Newcastle locked up 14-14.
Of course, that Pryor Newcastle winner will take on the winner of this ball game as Carlock runs over at the 45 up to the 46-yard line as Dalen Rice, the sophomore quarterback, checks in for the first time.
Yeah, I tell you, that's a good look right there. We can come in and put some more points on the board on this drive, Chris. That's strong.
That's some scoreboard pressure, no doubt. Dalen Rice, sophomore quarterback. He is the backup, but he's played in every single game this year, Phil.
Yeah, he's had a lot of meaningful playing time. I mean, he's been you talk about a kid that's developed throughout the year. We've just seen him get more and more confident every game, and tough kid, smart kid. He's going to be a good one.
Dalen will keep this one, and he'll be hit for a loss back at the 45-yard line.
Dalen hit for a loss there, but we've seen him get better running the ball as well. And Dalen's one of these young kids, just a sophomore. He's going to put on weight, get physically stronger. I think you're going to see him be just an incredibly good high school football player before it's all over.
Guthrie needs midfield for the first down. In danger of going 3 and out. They'll run with Carlock. Nothing there, trying to bounce it out. He'll pick up 1, but be 4 yards shy. Actually, he'll look at the 47, so he'd be 3 yards shy of the first down.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's a situation if we see Doles, if he was healthy to go with that Sasquatch package there, but obviously not in there.
Well, and listen, the fact that we haven't seen Blake, I don't think we'll see him the rest of the night. I think if he was ready to go, they thought he could go, he would be in that situation. Personally, I hope I'm wrong. I have no information saying that whatsoever. Just situation, I think we would have saw him in there.
Carlock on the punt inside his 35. It's a great snap. It's a darn good punt. Will take a Guthrie bounce. It will take a minor Guthrie bounce. And Booker T will have it inside the 25-yard line at the 22-yard line.
Chris, we'll do some quick South Point Baptist Church scoring updates in 6A2. Sand Springs beating Piedmont 10-0. Muskogee and Putnam City are deadlocked 0-0 starting the second quarter. Putnam City North hanging with Stillwater 14-7. Stillwater leading that game right now. And Choctaw beating Sapulpa 8-0. That's at the end of the first quarter as well.
All those games, of course, we'll talk about Wednesday night on the High School Huddle, the premier talk show for high school sports across the state of Oklahoma, 6 o'clock on our sister channel, Second Banana Media. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, and myself with the call. First down and 10 for Booker T. Washington. See if they can get things going here offensively from their own 22-yard line. Brooks wants to throw. Comes to the near side. Has a man open. Caught at the 25. Lowering the shoulder across the 30 and up near the 33-yard line. That's the big tight end with the reception.
Yeah, he's a load. I'll tell you. You can see it there. Big boy. He's and he looks like he can run pretty well, too, as well, Chris. Good hands. Moving the chains for the Hornets.
Yeah, he gets out to the officially the 33-yard line, so it's a pickup of 11 yards as the Hornets have really gone with the passing game as after they were stuck on fourth down play on the previous drive. Back to Michael Washington. He's just a touchdown waiting to happen. He gets the edge this time. This is his best run of the night as he gets into Guthrie territory at the 44, now make it the 43-yard line.
There is a flag on the play.
Yeah, there was a Guthrie kid that I think got absolutely tackled at the line of scrimmage, but I see a Booker T young man down. Hopefully he's okay.
Yeah, he looks to be in a lot of pain.
Yeah, looks to be in a lot of pain.
Danny Gages, the referee, sorting this one out. We do think this will be a holding on the Hornets, and the big run will come back indeed with Danny Gacious with the official call there.
Chris, real quick, you want to get some 6A1 South
Let's do
Florida
it,
Baptist
absolutely.
Church scoring update? Evan Memorial and Norman, that's a good one. Norman up 7-0, that's in the second quarter. Jinx right now beating Union 13-0, that's also in the second quarter. Bixby up big already over Norman North, no surprise there. Still 3 minutes left in the first quarter. They're up 24-0. And Owasso right now taking it to Deer Creek 13-0. That's in the first quarter as well.
Score is brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Start your week with Sunday morning worship at South Point Baptist with 2 services beginning at 10 a.m.
I'm going to get some quick 4A scores in as well. Wagner up over Clinton just 3-0. That's a second quarter game. Tuttle 21, Hilldale 0. Bethany up over Ada right now. That was one of our top 10 games on the high school huddle this week. Bethany up 7-0. That's in the second quarter. And Elgin and Salisal, hang on, Ronnie. Elgin 7, Salisal 6. That's a second quarter ball game.
As Ronnie would say, that's a 4-quarter ball game.
That's right.
That's your Elgin L's team.
That is. Well, now it is.
Yeah, now it is.
That's right.
Hey, real quickly, as we got more time here, we want to say congratulations to Coach Kelly Beebe. We talked about last week in the postgame about winning his 100th victory as a head coach. 11 seasons here in Guthrie, 3 at Chisholm prior to coming to Guthrie, and he was presented with the 100 career victory football. Coach Chappell and the administration office got that for him.
That's awesome.
And it was presented at the team dinner yesterday.
Good accomplishment.
Back to action after the penalties. First down and 20 from the 23-yard line. Brooks will roll to his near side. He has to get rid of it a little bit quicker than he wanted to, but he finds his tight end across the 35, and he's going to be tackled in around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, they like that, and they saw something there that they like. Went to that twice in the last few snaps. We're going to have to come up and show that we can defend that, or they'll keep going to it.
14-yard pickup, so they got a good part of they got all the penalty mark yardage back, plus a few extra yards, so now they have a very manageable second down play coming at the 38-yard line. It's going to be officially second down and 5. Guthrie scoring on their opening drive, missed the extra point, and then a turnover on the special teams. Booker T jumped offside, so it's going to be second down a little bit further. And those are the 2 scores. Oh, actually a timeout taken before the false start, and that was the official right in front of him. So he was right in front of the Booker T bench and had the false start. So everything was right there in front of him, so he had the proper call there. We'll go ahead and keep it here with 9:08 to play here in quarter number 2, 9-0. Sean, you've been out on that Guthrie sideline all season long. How's Booker T look up? As you know, we've seen Tuttle, we've seen Blanchard, we've seen Carl Albert, we've seen Lott MacArthur. How's this Booker T Washington look to you down on the field?
You know, down on the field, the defense, it seems like everywhere we run the ball, there's black jerseys everywhere. So the discipline on that defense is everywhere. Size-wise, they match up good with Guthrie. We're similar size. They don't seem bigger, but definitely that defense is everywhere.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, Guthrie saw the best defense in Carl Albert.
Yeah, no
after that, we can begin talking at number 2, number 3 in 5A. So Carl Albert's there.
I think Guthrie has something to say about
that. Absolutely. And right now, Guthrie's defense has been winning that trench right now. You look at it, we've only played not even 15 minutes in this contest. We got a lot of football to play here in Tulsa, Sean.
On that first drive it seemed like black jerseys were everywhere, but we were able to make plays. In the last couple of drives, we haven't been able to make those breakaway plays. They're making adjustments or if we're just settling in, but it seems like the plays haven't been made as much.
Well, it's a good point, Sean, but I think a good part of that, Phil, is because Booker T is starting to find a little bit more in that passing game.
Yeah, I mean, listen. The one run they had, they tackled a kid that got brought back for a penalty of any significance. But they have figured out, like most people, in 5A football, if you can throw the ball, you're going to have some success, and that's what they've went to so far.
Back to action, second down and 5 for the Hornets. They need about the Guthrie 43 for the first down. Brooks eludes the pressure by Barton. He will throw it the last second, and he'll simply throw that one away. Took a little hit at the end. No flag on the play. It's going to be third down and 5.
Another reception there by Kent McDonald. We've seen that a lot over the years. Now a coach on the sideline. Kent, one of the good ones, one of the best ones ever play that position here in Guthrie.
07 state champion, as we might get a look at it here.
Let's give him one more highlight, all right? See, the kid
he's got 3 state championships. We're going to stay on the play. Kent has a football state championship and 2 basketball state championships.
He was pretty good. He was pretty good.
Guthrie needs a good play here defensively. 3rd down and 5, trying to get the punting team on the field for the Hornets. Trips receivers top of the formation. Brooks, the quarterback, takes the snap. A quick screen pass is caught, and they will run for it. I was ready for the double pass. Breaks a couple tackles, and it's going to be a nice run on the far side for the 1st down. Guthrie had every opportunity to stop the young man, and Kenyon Farley, who makes a great play, but Guthrie will not be happy with themselves when they watch this on game film.
He's just missed tackles. I mean, missed one there, missed one there. I mean, just missed tackles. Just bottom line, just missed tackles.
7-yard pickup for the 1st down, 2 extra yards on the 1st down play.
Yeah, that would have been huge.
2nd 1st down on this drive, 5th play for the Hornets. Brooks will hand it off to Michael Washington, and Washington will get up to the 47-yard line. And so we mentioned Booker T. Washington opened up the season with Edmond Memorial, who's playing great football, got a 1st-round bye last week. Since then, the schedule has not been as tough, obviously, so this is the first time in a long time that Booker T. has been down 2 scores on the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's not something they're used to, but this is a team that's has a lot of kids at skill positions, very talented, but they are driven by their defense. I mean, let's not make any bones about it. Their strong suit is the defensive side of the ball. So this is running uphill a little bit for Booker T right now.
2nd down for the Hornets. Brooks to throw again. Has a receiver on the far side, and it's broken up by Colton Carlock, but here's a flag. Right in front of the Guthrie bench, and not much argument from the Guthrie coach as Carlock appears he might have gotten there a little bit earlier. There you see Coach Kelly Beebe in the backfield. Coach Beebe like, what? I bet our replay might have it as well. Coach Beebe, not much of an argument there. This is a good crew.
Yeah, it's a good crew. They're going to get it right. They're going to let kids play.
Danny Gage just lets us know pass interference on Carlock as we take a look on the Integrity Heat Net replay. Our camera crew always on the spot.
Yep.
Close.
That's close. That's a bang-bang play, but I mean, that's exactly what's going to happen on bang-bang plays. One side's going to be happy, the other side says, how do you miss it?
The penalty will move it to the 37-yard line. Best drive of the night, young night for Booker T. Washington. High school huddles, number 5 team against number 4 team. Toss going to Michael Washington. Plag makes him go inside, feeds him right into Alfred Officer. Loss on the play.
Well, I tell you, that's Officer. I love how the kid plays. He's got a real motor on him, much like Burton, number 35. Just motors to go, but that was all set up by Plag. And his great job of pushing that play back to the inside right into Officer's hands. You'll see it. He was actually held on the play, Plag was, but did a great job forcing that inside, and then they cleaned it up.
Loss of 2 on the play. Well, they're going to make it a loss of 1 officially. So 2nd down and 11. Hornets more than likely to go back through the air here with Brooks. Brooks will indeed throw. Here's the pressure. Lobs it up, and it is caught at the 20, inside the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Hornets with the reception. Michael Washington, the running back.
Yeah, you'll see it here on the replay. Defender just gets turned around and loses his guy. You'll see it here. Good pressure by Plag. Nice pass, throws it up. Our defender just got turned around on the play. Good job by Booker T bringing it in, getting in the score.
Washington on the board for the first time tonight as they try to make this a 2-point game. With the Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. Snap, hold. The kick is good. Booker T indeed within 2 points of the Jays. Carpenter with the kick. As we go to break here with 7:22 to play until the Golden Chick halftime show. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. Then we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Phil, we knew the Booker T. Washington Hornets would not go away, and they respond nicely.
Yeah, respond nicely. They're going to do it through the air. I mean, you're going to see a steady dose of that the rest of the ballgame. Blue Jays are going to have to get pressure up front to help offset that great passing attack we're seeing so far from Booker T.
S&T Oilfield Services kickoff goes over the head of the Jays, and they're going to have to pick it up and return this one. This is dangerous territory here, and Guthrie's going to be tackled inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah, that is
just tough luck.
Just tough luck. Took a big bounce over his head, and here we have it. But Blue Jays offense, we got to come out, put together, sustain a drive, move the ball down the field. Nothing else. Get some clock going off this and just show that they can move the ball again. Like Sean said earlier, we came out that opening drive and kind of had our will and had a tough time since then moving the ball.
Yeah, Guthrie 3-and-out on their last drive. They had the drive before that had it first and go from the 9, went 3 plays before having to kick the field goal. Yeah. So Guthrie offense has not been out there a whole lot. Now they have to start from their own 6-yard line. Dalen will hand it off, and Guthrie is going to be hit for a 2-yard loss back at the 4-yard line.
Yeah, I saw those two bookend sophomores, 13-75, both in there quickly. I will say this, defensive line-wise, I don't think our O-line's seen anybody like these two kids all year.
Yeah, number 75 and number 13, we talked about them in the pregame show with Graves and Jones. They are sophomores, and they're getting offers like Alabama. They are Power 4 defensive linemen. They got some years to get better, which is scary.
Very scary.
But, yeah, they are big time. Dalen Rice, the quarterback, will hand it off to Watson. The Guthrie Jay scored on that play last week against Lawton McCarthy, but only a 1-yard pickup here, and then a late flag comes in.
I'm not sure which one that's going to be on. Both of them were chipping. It's going to depend on when he saw it. I think it could go against the Blue Jays.
It would be half the distance, which would put the ball at the 2-yard line. If it is against Guthrie, if it's against...
May not be. Well, it looks like it's going to go against Booker T.
We'll see if it's offsetting. Washington's not happy with that, so it does. We'll go against Booker T. And we talked about the Hornets. Turnovers and penalties have not been have got them at times.
It's just that, right after the play, that last little chip, that last little shove.
Put the ball all the way up to the Blue Jays 20-yard line. 1st and 10 for the
Guthrie was tackled at the 5, add 15-yard penalty at the 20-yard line. It's 1st down and 10. Booker T really zeroing in now on that running game. Elijah Smith had nowhere to go. He's going to be hit for a 5-yard loss. And it's going to be hard to run between the tackles, but they're so fast defensively they can get outside and tackle you.
We cannot run the ball outside against this team. I'm just telling you right now, the speed's not there. We're going to have to run between the tackles, and I think we're going to have to throw the football.
Booker T has now seen Guthrie's offense a few times. I think they got it figured out as far as the coaching staff, and now Guthrie's going to have to adjust to the adjustments that Booker T has made. Again, Guthrie playing without Blake Doles, who was hurt, and Dalen is crushed. That pass is incomplete. Intended receiver was Jace Rainwater. There is a flag down.
That could be a sideline.
Yeah, it comes on the near side.
Yeah, could be a sideline warning.
As I was trying to get up for that play there, Doles has not played since the opening drive. There's a good look at Danny Gages. Also a state basketball tournament official.
That's going to be against the Blue Jays.
Going to be illegal man downfield. Booker T.
Guys,
go ahead, Sean.
Talking about Blake Doles, he will definitely be this half. After. Did you guys set?
Sean, you're cutting out.
Yep. The rest of the half, they're going to do an evaluation at halftime and see if they can get him back in the game after that.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Sean. Mercy Health report on Blake Doles. The penalty will move the football back at the 15-yard line. 3rd down play for the Jays. Dalen Rice and Carlock in the backfield. Maddox Vaughn in the motion. Dalen the throw. Going to throw it on the far side. They catch it inbounds.
Got a flag down somewhere.
There's a flag somewhere at the 50-yard line. Carlock was the intended receiver.
There's another yellow.
You would certainly think with that where that flag was thrown, it would be pass interference.
Well,
I think the referee's saying there's no flag.
Yeah.
So they're going to wave this one off. No flag, so Guthrie's going to punt the football away. Well, you can definitely tell as we check it out again on the replay. You be the judge. Carlock, yeah, that's no flag.
That's good coverage.
Good coverage.
Yeah.
Public address announcer here. I'm sure you hear him in our crowd mic. He is called Night Train. He's been doing this for 56 years at Booker T, Washington. And it was a little bit, low line drive punt here by Carlock. Need a big bounce. It does. Booker T picks it up, and they will be down right at midfield. And when Guthrie was winning 9-0, it was pretty quiet over there, but now with Booker T within a couple points, Night Train's starting to warm up a little bit.
Yeah, we need to get a couple more scores on the board. Quiet him down a little bit. No, he's a legend over here. He's done it for years. There you go. You can hear him right there. We were talking about the young man from Del City and how passionate he was. He learned from Night Train, Chris.
Yeah, I think, after I haven't heard, now Booker T hasn't had the lead. I think he'll amp up a little bit more as but Del City was a little above.
Out of control.
Out of control compared to Night Train right now.
Completely out of
Night
control.
Train has learned to control it.
He's a veteran.
1st and 10 for the Hornets from midfield. Brooks, the quarterback. Micah Washington, the running back, who he tosses it to, trying to find an opening. Nice block downfield. It's going to free Washington up for a nice pickup of over 10 yards, around 13 yards.
Yeah, Blue Jays are, right now, we're getting out adjusted right now, right? I mean, that's what's happening.
Not before. Michael, Sweet Pete Washington can pick up another. Hornets, first
Chris,
down.
can I get a nickname from you? Well, wait a second. Let me think that through.
Okay. I can mute and tell you what a lot of people call you.
Everybody's got a nickname over here.
Pickup of 13 yards. 1st down and 10 at the Guthrie 37-yard line. Little halfway through the second quarter. Brooks to throw. Steps up. Eludes the pressure. Throws it. Has a man wide open. Touchdown Hornets. The tight end with the reception. 23. House.
Yeah, Blue Jays had good pressure on the quarterback here. You'll see they just get there half a step later than you want them to, but there wasn't anybody within 10 yards of that young man.
We talked about in our keys to victory, Guthrie cannot allow any Hornet to get behind them, and this happened a few times, but this one's a big one here. House with a 37-yard touchdown reception. House is one of the few seniors on this ball club as there's an injured Hornet down.
That is the quarterback that came up a little shaken. Looks like he's walking off his own power, which is good to see.
Guthrie able to get to quarterback. That's what makes Guthrie so successful over the years, is their ability to get to the quarterback. But Brooks, the quarterback, delivered a great ball.
Yeah, great ball.
And the Hornets have the first lead of the night.
Chris, I want to give a shout out to a man that we all love and respect in Guthrie very much. Richard Dreesen's 90th birthday today.
Outstanding.
One of the true legends of Guthrie, Oklahoma. Mr. Dreesen, happy birthday.
Hornets trying to increase this lead. The kick is up, and it is good. Booker T up by 5, 14-9, 5:15 to play till the Golden Chick halftime show. It's Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs, 405-819-8293.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Booker T. Washington on the high side, 14-9. 5:15 to play until the Golden Chick halftime show. We'll have the John Vance Miller scoring summary. It was a quick one after this S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. Again, Sean reporting down on the field just moments ago. Mercy Health report. Blake Doles with a foot injury. That will be reevaluated at halftime. Here's the kickoff, return from the 10-yard line, out to the 20. Much better field position here for Guthrie. Across the 30, 40, and down at the 45-yard line. See if the special teams play can get this Guthrie offense going.
Great kick return there by, who was that? Was that?
I think that might have been Watson, I think.
No.
Was it not
Watson?
10?
Couldn't know if it was 10 or 12. But great return, nevertheless. Blue Jays in good field position. Got to go out and be able to just get anything going at this point.
Yeah, and what do you mean by anything? Just put together some first downs.
Yeah, that's just anything. Move the chains.
Carlock will run on the right side, and he's going backwards. Booker T has gotten this Guthrie offense figured out.
Yeah, they're pinning their ears back and coming.
Lost back at the 43-yard line. And this defensive line, rightfully so, gets so much pressure on you, but this Booker T. Washington secondary is one of the best as well in 5A. We kind of forget about how good their secondary is just because their 4-man up front are so good, especially the 2 in the middle.
Right.
Carlock will. Right side didn't work, so he tries the left side and gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more as he lunges forward. Still moving. Finally down at the 48-yard line. Guthrie still will have a 3rd down and 7 play.
Yeah, 3rd and 7 is not what you need to be in a game like this. You can't have 3rd and long situations. It almost feels like we're just trying to get through this first half so we can make some halftime adjustments.
Well, and do remember, if Guthrie has to punt this football away, Booker T will have time here as we have officials timeout as they look at Colton Carlock. But remember,
he lost a shoe, and his shoe came flying from one of the Booker T players that threw it to their near sideline. So,
I saw something flying.
Yeah, that was Colton's shoe.
Well, that doesn't seem nice.
Well, it wasn't very kind, but it is football.
As I was saying, remember, Booker T won the toss and will get the football to begin the second half.
Yeah.
3rd down and 7. Carlock, a little screen pass. It's caught by Plack. 1st down at the 40 to the far side at the 35-yard line. The drive continues for the Jays.
That's a great play call by offensive coordinator Jason Rice. You know, they're getting all this push anyway. Let them have it. Drop it off on a middle screen. Let's go. Move the chains for the Blue Jays. That's what we needed. We just needed to have some success. Move the chains. We're on their side of the field now. Now we can go down here and try to get some points late in the second quarter.
Guthrie needed 7. They got 14. Here's Carlock running hard, running over a couple of defenders as he goes across the 30 up to the 27-yard line.
Yeah, good run there by Cody. He comes up hobbling himself. Going to have to leave the field, looks like.
Remember, Doles and Carlock went out with injuries last week as well. Elijah Smith will check in. Again, Blake Doles will be reevaluated at halftime, and the way he came off the field, it didn't look good.
It didn't look good, and he had to be helped off the field and put no pressure on that foot.
Rice to throw, 2nd and 3, double coverage. Flag thrown, incomplete. We'll have to check the penalty marker as Watson was the intended receiver, and the flag was thrown right when Watson was making his move to the inside.
Yeah, that's going to be a hold against the defense.
Ball's at the 27. This would get it around the 12-yard line if it is pass interference on the Hornets.
Yeah, looking for 6, but boy, I tell you, if you can get 3, make this a 2-point game going in at half. Real quick, South Point Baptist Church scoring update. Dell City absolutely taking it to Bishop McGinnis, 35-0. That's the second quarter game. Newcastle started to pull away from Pryor, 24-14. And Carl Albert up 21-0 at the half over Claremore.
So everything going as expected on that side of the state. Carl, thankfully, back in the contest as he continues to battle. As he'll get inside the 10-yard line. Started at the 17 after the penalty on the Hornets. Guthrie can get a first down. Down to the 7. It's a pickup of 10. We are good on timeouts. We'll keep it here as Booker T takes the timeout. That was a 10-yard run for Carlock. And so it's first and go for the Jays. And remember, Phil, they had first and go at the 9 in the first quarter and able to came out with only 3 points. They'll have a second chance here inside the 10 on first and go against this Hornet defense.
This is situations. You got Blake is not back yet. We don't know what the status of Blake is yet, but these are games where you got to have that kid a lot of times step up that you haven't had to count on throughout the year. You need somebody else to come in and make a play. I keep thinking, get Rainwater involved with some short passing attacks, do some things like that. Plague's very serviceable as a receiver. But we're going to have somebody else is going to have to step up.
Elijah Smith has had big moments. Last week, with a great rushing attack last week. But yeah, you're right. It's going to be somebody that we might not be expecting here. First and go from the 7-yard line. Carlock hands it off to Smith between the tackles. He goes inside the 5, moving the pile into the end zone. Touchdown, Elijah Smith, right on cue for the junior running back.
Elijah just would not be denied. Great push up front by that offensive line. Then Elijah said, I'm getting in the end zone, boys. Great effort by Elijah. Blue Jays back on top.
Blue Jay band playing on the far side, the fight song as Guthrie regains the lead 15-14. Now, what do you do here? Guthrie in this formation went for 2 last time. Remember, that was with Blake Doles, though. He's not in the contest. See if Guthrie goes for 2. Looks like they will go for 2. Dalen will hand it off to Carlock, a move, and he fights, but will not get into the end zone, and the 2-point try is no good.
2:36 left in the half. Booker T's shown the ability to go deep and throw the ball. I mean, there's plenty of time. If you're Booker T. Washington, you're saying, well, heck, let's go do what we've done the last couple drives. But this Blue Jay defense do have the ability to make good adjustments, and I would expect that to continue.
That was a nice offensive drive there, Phil, just before the half. Because Booker T will have 2:36 to work until halftime, and we'll have the football to begin the third quarter.
Yeah, it's imperative the Blue Jays hold here, force either get to the end of the first half or force a punt by Booker T. You want them to give up 7 points or 3 points right here, and then, as you said, Chris, get the ball right back to start the second half. Chris, real quick, South Point Baptist Church scoring updates in 6A2. Sand Springs beating Piedmont 17-7. Muskogee and Putnam City boys 0-0 at the half.
Wow. Muskogee's been the undisputed number 1 all season long and the defending state champions.
Absolutely. Choctaw up 16-0 over Sapulpa. And Stillwater leading Putnam City North 21-7. Still 8 minutes left in the second quarter when they reported.
Those scores brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. As we get set for the S&T Oilfield Services kickoff, we'll have the scoring summary here after this kick. Entertaining first half, that's for sure, Phil.
It has been very entertaining. Back and forth ball game.
15-14. Already a few more points than I was expecting. 29 total points. Here's the kick. Here's the return. The Hornets will get out across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. They'll have a first down and 10.
Yeah, Blue Jay defense is time to rise. We got to start getting some pressure up front. Got to figure out, with the speed that Booker T has, they obviously have a huge advantage from a speed perspective, offense or team-wise.
The ball is thrown for
If you're Guthrie defense, you cannot let anybody behind you. You got to keep the Hornets in front of you. I know it's a lot easier said than done, that's for sure, but that's got to be the goal.
Yeah, it's got to be the plan, and I think it is the plan, obviously. We just got to be able to go execute it. It's little things, right? You just take a quick step forward when you should be dropping back, and next thing you know, the guy's 3 yards behind you, and, it's tough.
As you see on our graphic, Booker T has one timeout to work with as they toss it to Washington, and Washington will get to the 49-yard, but he fumbles the football, and we'll see who comes out with it. Washington does at the 48-yard line. Offensive lineman saves the second turnover for the Hornets.
Yeah, see it here on the Integrity Heat in their replay. This kid's very shifty, but does not protect the ball very well. Great job there by, I think that was White, to dislodge the ball on 56. Booker T just gets on it. Luckily, flag right there. Boy, that would have been huge for the Blue Jays.
6-yard pickup for the Hornets as they get ready for the second down play near midfield. Brooks, who hobbled off back in the ball game, he'll look to throw on second down. He'll go to the far side. The receiver has another step on the defender, and it's caught against Carlock inside the 15-yard line down at the 13.
That's just lining up and being out-athleted and just beat. I mean, just got 2 steps on you, and great pass, great catch over the shoulder by the Booker T kid, number 1. I don't have that young man. Number 1 is Farley.
Had the reception earlier.
Another junior.
35-yard reception, minute 29 and rolling, and still with that one timeout to work with. Twin receivers to each side for the Hornets. Brooks with Washington behind him. You can still run the football if you're Booker T, and they do. And it's nicely done by Kellen Herzl, the junior linebacker. Hit for loss back at the 15, and a timeout taken by Booker T. Their third and final.
Minute 12 left in the half. Yeah, I mean, there are times, and I think this is a real important thing. You can have busted coverage, you can have that. Sometimes you're just going to get beat on a play. That's part of the game. Carlock, you could argue, is our best athlete on the field. Wouldn't be here tonight without Carlock.
So, actually, Phil, they did not take a timeout, so the clock continues to run. 18 on the play clock, plenty of time as Brooks takes the snap. Wants to throw. Here's the pressure play. Gets to him. It's a sack back at the 25. And now we'll see if Booker T will take a timeout. They do not. 10-yard loss. Check it out on the replay. Flag blew right by the running back. And Booker T, we do believe they have one timeout left. We do believe. And now they'll down the ball.
They must. No, they do have a timeout left.
The scoreboard shows 0.
I don't remember.
Maybe they almost have to be. I think they would have spent a timeout there.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So they down the ball. So we're going to go with no timeouts for Booker T. Washington. But they have bigger issues for Phil. It's going to be 4th down and 21. If they go for a field goal, this would be out from 41 yards out. That would be tough for any high school kicker. And I don't see the field goal team on there. So Booker T needs the 4-yard line for a first down. Boy, if you prevent defense, you really have to keep everyone in front of you. Coach Beebe will take the timeout to discuss that.
I think he's going to be saying that repeatedly.
That's a great timeout there by Coach Beebe.
Yeah, it's a wonderful timeout. And you see Coach Kelly Beebe there, of course, before taking over as the head coach of the Blue Jays a decade ago. Absolutely one of the finest defensive coordinators in high school football. Was defensive coordinator for 3 of those 4 state championship Blue Jay teams, and has just gotten it done. But real quick here, Chris, South Point Baptist Church scoring update in 6A1. Bixby taking it to Norman North 31-7. Jinx up 21-0 over Union. That's at a half. Edmond Memorial and Norman boys locked up 14-14 at the half. And Owasso beating Deer Creek 27-0.
Exactly what we thought. Bixby rolling, Jinx with the advantage, and a great matchup between the West schools, Norman and Edmond Memorial, which I think are meeting for the first time ever in the playoffs. And one of those teams for the first time in over 3 decades will be in the state semifinals.
That's something.
It's crazy. It's just as crazy as Jinx and Union playing in the second round.
Yeah, and it not
with 3 losses each.
Yes, and it not being a great ball game.
Yeah. Here we go, 4th down and 21. The Hornets need inside the 5 for the first down. Guthrie needs a big stop here with 23 seconds to play till halftime. Down the middle and incomplete. Nice coverage there by Zane as he broken that one up nicely. Zane Thomas will keep the Hornets off the scoreboard here with 18 seconds to play in the second.
You'll see the Blue Jays come out, immediately kneel the ball, go into halftime, leading by 1 point, 15-14. Good first half for the Blue Jays. Of course, the big question everybody's wondering about is Blake Doles.
Guthrie will have it at the 24-yard line. We certainly think it'd be one snap with Colton Carlock. You know, you can maybe run it, hope something pops big. If not, well, take the knee, take no risk, and go into that locker room. Guthrie will go into the locker room with a 1-point lead, 15-14, in a back-and-forth contest. Guthrie jumped out to a 9-0 lead, saw the lead go away, but Guthrie responds with a nice drive, 55 yards to go into the locker room here at S.C. Williams Stadium on top, 15-14. Take a time out. When we come back, it's the Golden Chick halftime show. This is Guthrie Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence and M-Sculpt Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at strivewellnesslounge.com.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake blast.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 at Highway 33. Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Welcome back to S.C. Williams Stadium, Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the campus of Booker T. Washington. as the band of Booker T. Washington is entertaining the home crowd here as we welcome you inside the Golden Chick halftime show. Satisfying your cravings has never been easier. Download the Golden Chick app for quick access to the menu and online ordering. 15-14 is the halftime score. Guthrie on their opening drive, 69-yard drive, 10-play drive. Blake Dole's 1-yard touchdown run. The extra point was no good. Dole's hurt on that touchdown run. Did not come back the rest of the half. He's going to be reevaluated right now, but it does not look like, just guessing up here, that we will see Blake Dole's the rest of this ball game. Booker T. Washington punt the football away. Guthrie goes 3 and out, punts the football back to Booker T, but the Hornets turn it over, and Guthrie has the football at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. Guthrie 3 plays, went backwards, and then it was a field goal by the Jays to make it a 9-0 ball game with 2:11 to play in the first quarter. And the Booker T. Washington with a couple back-to-back scores. Micah Washington, the running back, with a 38-yard reception, made it a 9-7 ball game. And then Booker T. took the lead just a few minutes later, less than 5 minutes later, on a touchdown pass to the tight end Howells from 37 yards out. Booker T. on top 14-9 in the second quarter, but Guthrie got the football at their own 45-yard line with a little over 5 minutes to go until halftime and went on a 6-play drive, resulting in an Elijah Smith 8-yard touchdown run with 2:36 to play until halftime. Guthrie goes for 2, does not get the 2-point, and that's why the score sticks right now at the unusual-looking 15-14. And then Booker T. Washington turned it over on downs, and Guthrie took a knee to get us to halftime. Again, 15-14 is your score here. Booker T. Washington band performing here to a nice group of fans that made their way out here on this chilly Friday night. Guthrie fans have also made their way out on a chilly Friday night. Glad to have you here on GMP TV. Take a time out. We'll take a look at some scores from around the state of Oklahoma. We also have the first half highlights brought to you by the Black Oak Alliance. This is the Golden Chick halftime show.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student-athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Cheeseburger. Got it. Just stop with the cheese now. I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake glass.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
Welcome back, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols, Chris Evans with you. Welcome back. Golden Chick halftime show. We'll take a look at some scores from around the state of Oklahoma, but we want to focus here in 5A football. That's why we're all here, right? Well, the winner of this Guthrie Booker T. Washington game will play at a neutral site, not next week. The 5A will be off next week. So if Guthrie wins tonight, no game next week. It would be the following week. And if Guthrie can win the semis or Booker T wins the semis, then they play the following week after that as well on December 14th. In fact, Class 5A will be the final game of the entire state of Oklahoma at the University of Central Oklahoma. So with that second round matchup, Guthrie Booker T 15-14. The winner of this game will play the winner of Newcastle and Pryor. That game being played in Newcastle, Oklahoma. At halftime, Newcastle leads Pryor 24-7. Site field for the state semifinals. So if Newcastle and Guthrie wins, it'll be a neutral field somewhere around the Oklahoma City area. The other side of the bracket, Dale City shutting out McGinnis at halftime, 35-0, and Carl Albert shutting out Claremore, 21-0. So if it ended right now, Dale City and Carl Albert would be in a state semifinal. If Guthrie were to win and Newcastle to win, you would have 4 teams from the west side of the state of Oklahoma. So both semifinal games, not next week, but the following week, would be in the Oklahoma City area. So that's one thing to keep note. We'll try to remind you as well here as we take a look at some 6A1 scores from in the state's largest class. Owasso shutting out Deer Creek 27-0. Edmond Memorial now has a lead at halftime, 21-14. That game being played in Edmond. Great quarterback matchup as well. Bixby taking it to Norman North right now, 38-7. Norman North started off, I think, 0-7, maybe 0-8 on the year before they got a couple of victories late and actually hosted last week. Remember, 6 of the 8 teams in each district qualified for the playoffs. And Jinx, as we mentioned earlier, shutting out Union 21-0. Take a look at 6A2 scores. Stillwater hosting Putnam City North. Stillwater leads that one 21-7. Stillwater had a bye last week, as did Choctaw. Choctaw tonight shutting out Sapulpa 24-0. The other 2 quarterfinal games, Sand Springs leads Piedmont 24-7. And still no score between Muskogee and Putnam City. Muskogee, the number 1 team all season long. And Putnam City really holding in there under the guidance of head coach Willis Alexander, a name that many Guthrie fans remember as he was the former Douglas football coach. Take a look at Class 4A football. Tuttle leads Hilldale at the break 35-0. Tuttle really has a great shot of getting to the state championship game from their side of the bracket. Bethany and Ada. Ada last week scored 53 points in the victory. Only 6 points at halftime. Bethany leads that 16-6. Elgin taking it to Sallisaw at halftime, 21-6. Sallisaw with the victory over Grove last week. And the other semifinal game, Wagner shutting out Clinton at halftime, 9-0. If Wagner and Elgin hold on, it would be number 1 versus number 2 next week in the 4A semifinals, but still got second half football to get to. Take a look at Class 3A football. All these scores, again, brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Lincoln Christian, the number 1 team in 3A football, taking it to Pauls Valley, 42-7. The other side of the bracket, or on the same side of the bracket, Heritage Hall leads Holland Hall 22-7. So if Heritage Hall and Lincoln Christian hold on, that's number 1 versus number 2 in a state semifinal game. We'll see if it plays out. The other side of the bracket, Sulphur, another team that has expectations of making the state championship. Right now they are leading Idabel 30-14. In a much closer ball game, in 2 teams that had some minor upsets last week. Shakota upset Cassia Hall, who was the district champion. Shakota finished 4th, but Shakota got the victory. And then Bristow, the number 3, went on the road and beat number 2, Plainview, in district standings, I should say. And we got a good one there. Bristow leads Shakota 10-7. So Class 3 football is becoming really interesting as we make our way to the state semifinals. Take a look at 2A1 football scores. Marlowe being shut out by Kingston. Washington, the number 1 team in 2A1 football, shutting out Kiefer. We saw the Trojan buses on the turnpike as they were making their way down to Washington earlier today. A good one, Metro Christian and Jones. This is a really good matchup. 14-14, and the Millwood Falcons in the third quarter trail it to the Chandler Lions 7-6. Cruz Jackson, a talented quarterback for the Lions, has his team in the lead in the early parts of the third quarter. We'll see if Chandler can hold on to that. That would be a minor upset there, as Millwood is the number 2 team in the state of Oklahoma. Real quickly, 2A2 scores. Vian, the number one team there, shutting out Beggs 14-0. Salina being shut out by Stroud 42-0 at halftime. Adair leads Davis at halftime 16-7. And Colcord taking on the Holdenville. The Holdenville, the district champions, is and right now it's Colcord leading that game 22-8. So we're seeing some outstanding football games in the lower classes here tonight. Class A football, Pawnee leads Cashion 24-6, and we're going to take a timeout. We'll come back with some Class A scores on both sides for A1 and A2, but we need to hit a break here. This is the Golden Chick Halftime Show.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Bluejays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC.
Welcome to Sonic. Can I take your order? Cheeseburger. You got it. Just up with the cheese now.
I got the pickles. Order up on the Sonic cheeseburger.
You got cheesecake and you got ice cream. So when you put the two of those together, does that make it one thing?
I'm not even listening to you right now.
I know. Sonic cheesecake glass.
I'm really having an experience here. This is
Sonic at I-35 and Highway 33.
I've known John for a long time. I like the fact that I can drive into the Autoplex and I know I'm going to get greeted by a courteous salesperson that's really there to help me. Not to pressure me to buy a car, but to help me. I've sent a lot of people to John. They make you feel like they were very, very glad you bought a car from John Vance.
John Vance Auto Group, it's all true.
John Vance Auto Group.
S.C. Williams Stadium, Tulsa, Oklahoma, campus of Booker T. Washington. Blue Jays in the lead 15-14, about 7 minutes away from kicking off the second half. Glad you're spending your Friday night with us here on GMP TV. Got a great crowd. Appreciate everyone checking us out. As we appreciate our social media team out there tonight doing a great job. Once again, Karen Allen, Luke Young, Rodney Poplin, Cody Knox, Aaron Ryburn, big part of our production. They don't necessarily travel with us, but have very important jobs back home as well. So we appreciate them and everything they've done this year for our production here this year. And social media has been a big deal this year with the comments, and we love the comments, love to hear the back and forth of the encouragement and where everyone's watching. And, there's some things earlier this year that, we want comments, we not want comments. And so we asked our moderators to step up, and they have come up through us because I think this is a great part of our entire broadcast to let everybody know where they're watching from and all the great compliments. So big thank you to our moderators out there. Real quickly, we're going to go over Class A football scores in Class A1 and A2 before we get our next break. Don't forget, coming up here in a little bit, we'll have the Black Oak Alliance first half highlights as well. As, again, we take a look at the South Point Baptist Church scores in A1 football. Fairview, the two-time defending state champions, trailing Rejoice Christian 21-7. That's number 2 versus number 3 in the entire class. And Rejoice Christian, the team of Owasso, it's a private school near Owasso, leads at 21-7. Pawhuska Christian Heritage Academy in a good one at halftime. Pawhuska leads at 22-17. Cashion defeated Walters in a minor upset last week, and they won it big, but they're trailing tonight to the Black Bears of Pawnee 24-6. And the Hooker Bulldogs, the number 1 team in Class A football, takes the lead at halftime over Pecola, 26-22. That was quite the trip for Pecola all the way over to Hooker, Oklahoma, that up in the panhandle of the great state of Oklahoma. And finally, we'll take a look at Class A2 football real quick. Tallahassee and Texhoma and a good one. 14-14. Region Prep taking it to Ringling at halftime, 28-16. Another big-time matchup, number 2 versus number 3 in the class. Hominy and Thomas Fay Custer tied at 14-14. But the undisputed number 1 team in Class A2 football is Woodland. They're shutting out Conowall 44-0. Take a timeout and come back with the highlights of this one. Guthrie leads at 15-14. This is the Golden Chick halftime show.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top priority, and part of that is assisting you to help deal with the grief during difficult times. Everyone's needs are different, and for that reason, families can entrust their loved one's wishes to our family. We have a wide range of resources to support you not only today, but in the weeks and months to come. Visit them online today at hayesfh.com.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
For over 17 years, Jason Reese at Reese Appliance Repair has been the trusted name in our community when it comes to keeping your home appliances running smoothly. From refrigerators and washers to dryers and stoves, Jason provides expert repair services without the high prices of big-name companies.
Hi, I'm Jason Reese.
And I'm Marsha Reese.
And this is our son, Brayson Reese, and we are the owners of Reese's Appliance Repair. Call us for all your appliance needs. 405-819-8293.
Mercy Hospital Logan County is here for you with our new Senior Life Solutions program designed specifically for older adults facing challenges like depression, anxiety, and grief. In partnership with Senior Life Solutions, Mercy Hospital offers compassionate, evidence-based mental health care. Our team are ready to help you or your loved ones improve their mental well-being. Call 405-260-4173 today to learn more of how Senior Life Solutions can make a difference.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from. Marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on tender. That's like a chicken dating.
I have brought you here today to beg you to call Red River Roofing. They have the best trained staff in the state. The Red River sales consultants are experts that make sure every single roof is 100% waterproof.
I appreciate all your hard work.
Please save your questions for the end. In closing, call Red River today for your free inspection. I'm convinced. Red River Roofing. Even the kid gets it.
Get set for second half action. Take a look real quickly at the first half highlights brought to you by the Black Oak Alliance. And Carlock and the Jays got it going on the first drive of the ballgame, Phil.
Yeah, did a great job here, breaking a nice run, 20-some-yard run there by Carlock, and then Doles took over here. Gets down close, and brought down about the 2-yard line, 1-yard line. And then Blake again on that Sasquatch package going to punch it in for 6. Unfortunately, that's the play we also saw Blake come up injured on. Great job there.
Alfred
Officer, great job up the middle, and then
here's a turnover.
This turnover. Watch Caden White come down. He's going to cause the fumble. He's going to get kicked. He's going to bounce around. Caden's got to go and take it. He had 6 on his mind there. Boy, that'd have been nice if we could. Had to settle for a field goal on that. There's to see the field goal there. Strive Wellness field goal.
And there are the first half highlights as we head to Booker T. Washington. Remember, they won the toss and deferred, and so they get the football. Nice return there. It'll be first down and 10 for the Hornets to begin quarter number 3.
I think, Chris, obviously we're going to see, hopefully, there'll be adjustments made at half, but, Booker T's got to be in their locker room going, listen, guys, we can throw the ball on this team. That's what they've got to be talking about. Blue Jays had to make some adjustments as well, maybe see some safeties roll over top or some things like that. But biggest, greatest pass defense in the world is a good push up front. If you can get the D-line, getting a push up front, putting pressure on the Booker T quarterback, that's the greatest pass defense you can have. So we'll see if the Blue Jays can dial some things up.
Blue Jays with the 5-man front, first and 10 from the 32-yard line. Brooks, the quarterback, had a couple of passing touchdowns in the first half. Comes to the near side, caught at the 35. Nice block downfield, out of bounds in around the 45-yard line. The Hornets have a 13-yard pass to begin quarter number 3.
And it's going to see a steady dose of that. If you're the Blue Jay defense, going to have to figure some things out. When it's a quick hit like that, it's hard to get a push up front. Going to have to, you got the soft coverage from the Blue Jays. You're going to have to step up, maybe play a little tighter on the line of scrimmage. But you can just see going set down there in space. Quick pass.
When they catch it in space, it's an easy reception, but it's even harder to tackle in the open space.
Right.
First down and 10 for the Hornets, officially at the 46-yard line. Two-back set. We haven't seen two backs, I don't believe, the entire night. We see it here for the first time. They wave Washington on. They hand it off to the other running back, and he'll get to midfield. On the carry there was Caleb Barnes. He's a junior running back. And Booker T will pick up 4 yards on first down.
Yeah, Blue Jays, defensively, it's one of those situations you can bend, just don't break. But, of course, what's hurt them in the first half were those long pass completions down the field for touchdowns, picking up yards and bunches.
Number 4 with 4 yards at midfield. Second down and 6. Flags on the near side. It will be a false start on the Hornets. Not too many penalties in that first half for either ball club. Pretty clean on both sides. Hornets did have the one turnover that led to 3 points for Guthrie. False start, move it back to the 45-yard line.
Chris, don't you think when you get into these championship type of officiating crews too, they know how to manage a ball game, right? You're not going to see a lot of flags out there unless they're just something you have to call, and that just comes with being a high quality crew.
Second down and 11, the third team down on the field. Pass far side, caught at the 49. A big tackle. Did he go down? Did not. Carlock missed the tackle. It was really a nice play by the Hornets. Shy of the first down, though. Let's check it out on the replay how close it really was.
Got a wrap. Comes down low. Let's see here.
And wow.
Nope, that's just an athletic play and an effort play by number 6 for the Hornets. Great shot there.
Good job by our camera crew, Ronnie, to slow that down and let us get a good look. Still can't believe he didn't go down. I mean, a hand would consider down, a forearm would be down, a knee would be down. None of it happened. Back to action here. The Hornets need something quickly for the first down. They will not get it. They'll lose some yards on the play. They need it at the 44-yard line, and they're going to lose a couple yards back at the 48.
I think you'll see the Hornets. I'm get my crystal ball out here. About half. I mean, boy, that's 4th and 5. Is that right? 4th and 4.
Boy, if you punt the football and play field position, your defense has been really good, but they're going to keep the offense on the field.
Boy, this is a. Whew, if I'm the defense, I take this personally right here.
This is 4th down and 4. Big play here, early part of third quarter. Quarterback takes a snap. Who wants to throw? Here comes the pressure. Throws it on the run. Is intercepted. Intercepted by the Jays, and they're going to step out of bounds near midfield. The Hornets turn it over for the second time, this time on 4th down.
That's a big-time play by the Blue Jays there. This Blue Jay defense has a lot of pride. When you line up on the 50-yard line, 4th and 5, and you go for it, that's like saying, we don't think you can stop us. You did a great job here. Good pressure. Yeah, good pressure. Skin comes up. Just great break on the ball. Picks that ball off. Boy, he won a golden goalpost, but great effort there.
Scammon with a huge play to intercept the Hornets as they gamble on 4th down and 4. Blue Jays make them pay. Carlock runs on the left side. Heads a big hole at the 40, 30. One Hornet trying to chase him down. They're not going to do it. Carlock all the way to the house from 50 yards out.
Couldn't get any better if you're a Blue Jay fan. Great job there. Great stop on defense. Leads to this outstanding play by Carlock off the left side. Blue Jays go up now 21-14.
Back-to-back plays. The defense feeding the offense. And Guthrie with a 7-point lead. They'll bring on the extra point.
Did you see that block by Plagg? Great block by Plagg to really help spring Carlock.
Now we're set for the Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. Carl Miller to come on to do that. Jace Rainwater, the holder for the Blue Jays. Guthrie trying to make it an 8-point advantage. What a start to this third quarter. Out of the locker room. There's a snap, the hold. Kick is plenty long enough, and it is good. Guthrie on top, 22-14. This is Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Do you need to register that brand new car? Be sure to stop in at Guthrie Tag Agency. Need a tag renewal? The Guthrie Tag Agency can help you stay up to date. If you need to update your driver's license or obtain a real ID, let the Guthrie Tag Agency help assist you. Located at 2105 South Division Street, the Guthrie Tag Agency is open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to noon on the first and last Saturday of the month. For more info, call 405-282-3873.
Blue Jays back on the scoreboard in a quick way. We'll show you exactly how that happened. Boy, one little block there by Plagg, as Phil mentioned, and Carlock. You know, we talk about team speed for Booker T. Carlock showed his speed by outrunning the Hornets secondary.
He's shown all year. He's about as fast as he needs to be when he got great pad strength or pad speed. This is what set it up. Of course, Booker T goes for it on 4th down. This INT. Great job there.
Scamming.
Just set the whole thing up. Blue Jays kickoff here. Now we got to go out and play some more defense.
Hornets break a tackle at the 35, get a couple yards after that up to the 37-yard line. Don't forget, check out the High School Huddle every Wednesday night. We talk about this game and all the games in the state of Oklahoma. It's called the High School Huddle. It's about an hour-and-a-half show, so come and join us. We talk from 6A all the way down to Class A. Ronnie Phillips, Phil Nichols, and myself with that on our sister channel on YouTube, Second Banana Media. Be sure to subscribe and like that as we'll break down and get ready for state semifinal action next week.
Blue Jay defense got all the momentum right now. Got to come out, keep pushing up front. I mean, it all starts up front with these big boys, and that allows everybody else to go be athletic and make plays. But Booker T will attempt to continue to throw the ball around the field.
1st and 10 for the Hornets. They go with Micah Washington. Nothing there, so he'll cut it. Nice move as he gets to the 45, pickup of 7 yards. As we check out the John Vance Motor scoring summary, and if you blink, it was quick. 8 seconds for Carlock to outrun the secondary for that 50-yard touchdown run on the one play.
Yeah, great job there. Well, this young man, Booker T, he is quick. He can get there quick. See a great cutback right there.
6-yard line. 8 minutes.
He is shifty.
Don't forget to browse John Vance Motors' entire inventory of used cars for sale across their dealership online. 8-yard pickup, 2nd down and 2 for the Hornets. Trailing in here again, a little reverse here. They'll try to run with it. They'll have the first down, tackled in Guthrie territory at the 48. So pickup of 6 yards. Guthrie did a good job of keeping the Hornets in front of them.
Yeah, I don't know if Ronnie, I don't know if you've got that. If we can pull that back up real quick. But yeah, you'll see here, Plagg does a good job. Just gets in position. Great block by number 2. Just quick little seal up. Plagg fights off the block, comes and makes the tackle. But it was enough to move the chains. But well executed by both sides there.
Hornets in Blue Jay territory. Brooks, the quarterback, wants to throw, comes to the near side. It's caught at midfield to the 45. Darion Whitehorn and Scammon will have the tackle just before the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 41 for a 7-yard pickup.
Yeah, just that quick hit. Boy, his leg was close to being down.
Caden McKellen.
I don't know, boy, what? That was close.
Gain of 7 on the play. 2nd down, 3 for the Hornets. The ball is the Blue Jays.
Yeah, officiating's real easy, right, Phil?
Oh, it's the simplest thing in the world. Sitting up here, it's so simple.
We slowed it down and paused it, and still don't know if the knee was down or not.
That's right.
You got to see that in
That's the most miscalled.
2nd down and 3. You got to see that in live action.
And I'm going to go ahead and go with them that they got it right.
Yeah, we'll go with that for sure. 2nd down and 3. Hornets need the Guthrie 38 for the first down. Brooks has all time to throw. A man wide open and overshoots him by 1.5 yards. If not, that's that's going to be the 3rd passing score of the night.
Well, and listen, going right at Carlock, looking for targeting number 1 again. Number 1's telling Carlock right now, I had you. I mean, had him by 3-4 steps.
And Booker T is thinking, well, if we can make Carlock run on offense and defense and special teams, we can win. Carlock's not going to wear down. I mean, he's been doing this all season long. He's well conditioned for these games tonight. But Booker T Washington see something they really like in the passing game. They've had men open. They've connected a couple times, and they've missed a couple times as well. Incomplete pass sets up 3rd down and 3. This big 3rd down play for the Hornets. They've not had the great success on 4th down. They won't need it here, as the reception for the 2nd time on this drive is McClellan. He'll have the first down for the Hornets at the 35-yard line.
If the Hornets, this is exactly what you talked about in halftime. We're going to go out, spread the ball around, throw the ball, do some quick hits, go deep when we think we've got it.
6-yard pickup. Again, the winner of this ball game will play in the state semifinals not next week, but the week after against the winner between Newcastle and Pryor. Hornets will go with 3 receivers top of the formation. 1 receiver at the bottom. Lined up with him is Darion Whitehorn. 5 seconds on the play clock. Brooks rolling. He throws, has a man open at the 31, missed tackle at the 30, and down at the 25, close to another Hornet first down with that spot. No, they're marking 1 yard shy of the first down at the 26-yard line.
You know, and listen, we talk about getting pressure up front. It's hard to get pressure when you're getting rid of the ball as quick as they are.
And they know that. That's what they have to do.
They have to do that. I mean, when they have tried to drop back and take some time, Blue Jays have gotten to them almost every time.
And it's respect to the Guthrie defense when the quarterback has to roll out because he's rolling away from pressure, trying to create some more time and space. 9-yard pickup on first down sets up a nice 2nd down and 1 play for the Hornets. Anything in their playbook is available here. Brooks, quick pass across the middle. It's dropped at the 15-yard line. I think he saw the big hit coming by Scam and took his eyes off just momentarily. And it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
The ball was a little high, but that was one he had in his hands, just like you said. Was looking down the field.
Howells, who earlier had the 37-yard touchdown reception, drops that one. It's 3rd down, 1 good play there on 2nd down. If you don't get it, you still have 1 yard to go on 3rd down, and obviously 4th down as well.
House coming off the field, a little shaken up from that play.
3 receivers, a running back and a tight end is the formation for the Hornets. Hornets will throw for the first down, and they'll get it caught at the 20-yard line. And Forward Progress will get it in around the 18-yard line. Pickup of 8 yards, and the Hornets will have their third first down on this drive as they get set for the 9th play of the drive here on first down.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where the Blue Jay defense is going to start trying to strip that ball, dislodge the ball, create turnovers after those quick catches when they start moving upfield. But you know, that it's just these guys on Saturday, Sundays make it look so easy. That's a tough thing to do.
First down for the Hornets in the backfield is Caleb Barnes, the second running back on the roster. Lob it up, one-on-one, end zone, double coverage, and it is broken up this time by Carlock. Incomplete pass. Pass intended for number 1, Kenyon Farley, who's had a couple of big catches tonight as we check it out on the replay.
Now, Carlock ends up coming with the ball out of bounds, but good coverage there.
Number 3, Colton Carlock.
Ball never hit the turf. Carlock came up with it, but he was out of bounds when he came down.
Yeah.
Needed the back of the end zone to be about 13 yards, not 10 yards. Second down 10, good job there by Carlock. Safety help as well. Second and 10 from the 18. Brooks and the Hornets will throw it near side. Caught by McQuillan. Makes a man miss and give enough time for the Blue Jays to come. Tackled at the 14, pick up a 4. And here we go, third down play for the Hornets. The Hornets can get a first down about the 8-yard line.
This is when we talk about bend but don't break, right? If you can come down here and get a stop. If you're the Blue Jays, a lot of times kickoff clock just 4:30 left in the third quarter.
Third down 6.
The Hornets, again, they put their middle names on their roster. So coming in the game is number 12, Caden James Bugs Boatwright. Got 4 names. Caden James Bugs Boatwright. Yep. Third down 6 from the 8. Hornets throw for it in the end zone. Carlock on the coverage. Touchdown Hornets. Wow, what a catch. What a catch.
I think that's the third touchdown reception for that young man tonight, but you'll see it here. Good coverage. Just goes up and gets it.
Yeah, Farley with the reception, and Carlock really never saw the football.
Well, what strong hands that kid's got, too, to hold on to that ball. I mean, Carlock was battling with him every step of the way. Just a great effort by the Booker T kid.
Now we'll see what the Hornets want to do here. Do they want to go for 2 to try and tie it? And they will go for 2. Big play here. Wildcat formation with Michael Washington. And Guthrie spins a timeout. We'll keep it right here as Guthrie decides what they want to do defensively against this Booker T. Washington. Going for 2, trying to tie it up with 4:07 to play.
Kind of what we thought would happen. Blue Jays came out, got that quick stop, that interception led to a touchdown for the Blue Jays on the great Carlock run, 50-yard touchdown run, but Booker T comes right back and throwing the football almost exclusively at this point, Chris. I think that's what you'll continue to see. They did look like they were lined up in a Wildcat formation.
Yeah, a lot of short passes, but, every third pass they go downfield.
Yeah.
Trying to hit something big. They have several times. So we await this 2-point try. I think this is the right decision. I think I'd go for 2 if I was the Hornets as well, Phil.
Yeah, situation's right for it. And third quarter with 4 minutes left. Third quarter's a good time.
So here we go. Hornets will keep the offense on the field and go for 2. Washington, Micah Washington trying. There's a flag down. Does not get there. The flag in the area of holding. We'll see if that's true. And this will be a failed 2-point try if it is against the Hornets.
Yeah. Definitely holding.
Yep, Blue Jays are walking off, so the 2-point try is no good. And Guthrie holds on to the lead, 22-20. Hornets within 2, though. Take a timeout. This Blue Jay football presented by F&M Bank.
There's one big difference between Vance Auto Group and the other dealers: transparency. We show all the discounts and rebates on our website long before you arrive. See your monthly payment, your current vehicle's value, Carfax, and everything about the vehicle you're interested in buying. You can even buy any vehicle, new or pre-owned, without leaving home, right from our website. Buy with transparency at the John Vance Auto Group.
John Vance Auto Group.
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
22-20, lead down to 2 for the Jays after the Hornets go downfield as we check out the John Vance Motors scoring summary. Farley with a nice 14-yard touchdown reception. The Hornets go 62 yards on 11 plays, little under 5 minutes. Guthrie, remember the score before that was only 1 play. So Booker T able to get the running game and passing game. Good mix. Most of that through the air for their latest score to pull within 2. Remember, the 2-point try was no good. So the Hornets will kick this one off to the Blue Jays. Guthrie anticipating, ready for anything crazy if Booker T were to decide for an onside kick. They kick this one away. And here's the return on the far side for the Jays around the 15, across the 20. And Watson making his way close to the 24-yard line. First down and 10 for the Jays. And Phil, obviously you want to score points, but you come out here, you want to get some first down and work the field position here. Yeah. Guthrie's offense has gone 3 and out a few times tonight.
Well, and listen, if you can run 4 minutes off the clock here and score, that's a perfect situation for the Blue Jays. But move the chains, continue to have some success offensively. We got to keep, because right now, Chris, I mean, look at the end of the first half, beginning of the second half. You know, Booker T has shown they can throw the ball in the Blue Jays, so we've got to get some more points on the board, no doubt about it.
First and 10, Elijah Smith is hit as soon as he gets the football. How he got maybe 1 yard on the pickup is amazing to me.
Wow. Yeah, number 5, that senior, just blew that up.
Give credit to Elijah. That could have been a 2-3 yard tackle for loss.
Yeah, could have been.
Does pick up 1 yard instead. Remember, Guthrie not playing with Blake Dulles here in the second half. He was injured on the first drive of the game for Guthrie. He scored a touchdown, injured his foot, and we do believe he is out for the rest of the night. Second down and 9. Carlock keeps it, and there's 3 Hornets. He somehow gets away from the 3, then number 4, number 5 finally catch up to him, but Carlock able to get some positive yards. So here we go, Phil, third down.
They're going to set up. You see it right here on the integrity in their replay. He's so absolutely surrounded. Does a great job catching that edge. Made the guy miss there a little bit. Picks up, what, 4, Chris?
4 officially, so third down and 5. From the 29, a little beyond the 34-yard line. Carlock changing the play with 14 on the play clock. 2 receivers bottom of the formation. Flag the halfback. Watson, the receiver, top of the formation. Guthrie changes the play with 2 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap with 1. Carlock rolling. He's left-handed, rolling against his opposite hand. Flag with the reception at the 31, maybe the 32. It'll be a couple yards shy of the first down at the 31 officially, so just a 2-yard pickup.
Yeah, Blue Jays will punt the ball away here.
We need a big punt here and play some field position.
Boy, you got to get a big punt here.
The ball rested comfortably in Blue Jays territory at the 30-yard line.
Phil was off a couple years talking about Night Train, the public address announcer. Yeah. I thought I had at 56, but 58, you say?
I went and talked to him at the break and went and shook his hand. I said, I want to shake the hand of a legend. Anybody that's done something like this for 50-plus years? He said 58. So got it right from the horse's mouth, as they say. Very engaging, nice gentleman.
Carlock to punt this one away. It's a low line drive punt. Checks up, and there will be no return. Sometimes that's even better than maybe getting inside the 30, as the Hornets will have it around the 37-yard line.
All about the net, Chris. All about the net. And Blue Jay defense finding themselves back on the field pretty darn quick. They were out on the field for almost 4.5 minutes on that last drive.
Yeah, Guthrie offense got the football with 4 minutes to go, and now the Booker T offense has it with 2:15, so just a little over a minute.
Yeah, I mean, they've got to, and that's big. I mean, these kids, especially you look at a Carlock who never comes off the field, see him punt the ball away there. He does everything for us.
Yeah, no doubt. We'll drive the bus home tonight, hopefully in a victorious way.
That's right.
Ball marked at the 38-yard line. First down and 10 for the Hornets. Scored on an 11-play drive the last time they had the football. They'll go back to the air here as well. Brooks steps up, throws it center of the field, incomplete, a little too high for the intended receiver, and a late flag thrown by the back judge as, again, the intended receiver against the defender, Carlock.
I don't know what they had. Maybe it was a hold. The way he threw the flag, it almost looked like there was a hold or something out the break. I don't know. Well, pass interference.
Pass interference to call.
See if we can check it out here where the flag came in at.
Well,
you see the hand maybe around the waist. Maybe that's what they're seeing. Am I seeing a hand around the waist?
I can't really tell from there, but regardless, that's the call on the field.
There's an injured Hornet down inside the 35. After the penalty, the ball is marked in Guthrie's 48-yard line. Officials timeout. There you see Coach Kelly Beebe talking to his defense. They're going to need a stop here.
Yeah.
Pass interference will move it to the 47-yard line. Mentioned earlier the Booker T football program, well known, as well as their basketball program and their baseball. Failed to mention their volleyball team made the state championship this year as well. They were a runner-up to Mount St. Mary, and actually we produce, Connor and Lance and I produced the state championships for the NFHS network, and we found out that Booker T girl, I think she's a junior, is the best player in the entire state of Oklahoma.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
I mean, all they do is produce athletes.
She's only a junior, too.
Oh, boy, of course.
First down and 10 for the Hornets in Guthrie territory after the pass interference penalty. Brooks, the quarterback. Blue Jays show blitz. Here they come. Brooks sees it, throws it up, one-on-one. Darion Whitehorn with almost had the interception at the 25-yard line.
Well, that's one Darion would like to have back. Great position, great job defensively. This just right in his hands right here. You'll see it. Great position. Kid from Booker T comes around. He gets a hold of that. I think he started with that left arm. He came down, but you're right. His foot caught the ball.
Wow. Nice shot there by Darion.
Yeah, good coverage by Darion.
Didn't anticipate the right foot coming in.
No, you don't expect a guy to kick 4 feet above his head. No.
Second down and 10. Boy, it seems like the Hornets will have any success throwing the football. It seems like when they throw it up, it's going to be caught. And that's why they have abandoned the running game, and rightfully so. It's going to be a loss all the way back to Booker T's 46-yard line.
Big-time play there by Plagg and Officer. Plagg gets there and takes care of the situation. Great job, Eli.
Boy, Michael Washington came into this ballgame with 973 rushing yards on the season.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of good runs, but he's really been held by this Guthrie defense that has really forced Booker T to go through the air.
Yeah, forced him to throw the ball. I mean, everybody'd like to be able to run the ball effectively. Well, they say, Chris, 2 out of 3 things are bad when you throw the ball, so.
Third down and 16. Here's the pressure again. He's going to go down. At the 35, Caden White, the senior.
Caden comes through. Officer was there. Herzl was there. There'll be no going for it this time around. Just great push up front. But boy, hey, man, he's just had a great year. Yeah, 5 Blue Jays right there in the backfield. Dialed it up. Great effort by Coach Kelly Beebe on that timeout. I guarantee we were talking about these situations. Blue Jay defense rises to the occasion again.
Fourth down, 24, punting time for the Hornets. Nice punt. Carlock will get away from this one here as the Hornets will down it. Oh, he picked it up too soon. His teammates not happy with that either, but regardless, 36 seconds to play in the quarter. Last week, Phil, we saw Kelly Beebe dial up some big-time blitzes, and we saw it again a few times here tonight and on that play as well. There is a flag on the play. We'll check that, but some timely blitzes called by Coach Beebe.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, we said it, before he was the head coach, he was one of the best defensive coordinators you'd find, and he just really has a knack for situationally making adjustments defensively. He does a great job. I don't know what we got here.
A discussion is we're trying to see.
Yeah, are they walking it?
Well, are they going to walk frontwards or backwards? They got to get to the spot. Get to the spot. Ooh, that's against Booker T.
Yep.
Call is personal foul, face mask, Hornets.
Oh, I'll be darned. That's a big one.
So the ball will go across the 35 at the 37. So instead of the 22, starts at the 37-yard line. We anticipate one play here, barring an incomplete pass or a penalty. It will be one play, and we'll go into the fourth quarter with Guthrie with a 2-point lead, 22-20.
This game's lived up to everything we thought it would be, Chris. Just one of these close ball games. Kind of scoring's kind of settled down a little bit. We all thought this is kind of where the game might end right about here. We got a whole another quarter of action, but
Carlock with 10 on the play clock will hand it off to Elijah. He hands it off to Jace Rainwater, and Jace will get up to the 37-yard line. So back to the line of scrimmage. No pickup there. A lot of movement for no yards. And 3 quarters are in the books. The best game in Class 5A, we think, will come down to the final 12 minutes of this one. The winner moves on to the state semifinals. Take a timeout. We get set for fourth quarter action. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
When garage door problems occur, don't call a kind of service company or maybe a repair guy. Call Paul Creed at A-Team Overhead Door. Paul owns and operates his company and has over 15 years of experience in residential and commercial overhead door service. Paul provides all garage door services from repairs to installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
From S.C. Williams Stadium in Tulsa, Oklahoma, on the campus of Booker T. Washington, we welcome you to Guthrie Bluejay football here on GMP TV, along with Sarah Phillips, Andy Daves, Lance Evans, Connor Phillips, Ronnie Phillips, Sean Silvas, Phil Nichols. I'm Chris Evans. We invite you out to the high school huddle on Wednesday night. That's our high school show. We talk everything from an 11-man football on our sister channel, Second Banana Media. We get set for fourth quarter action. Blue Jays come out in the fourth quarter throwing the football. Carlock unable to bring in the pass by Dayla Rice. It falls incomplete. It'll be it'll be third down and 10.
Third down and 10 for the Jays. And the Jays, you want this old clock to just run as fast as it can. Clock's your friend, boy, I tell you.
So good.
Third and long. Not where you ever want to be.
Carlock and the Jays with Dalen Rice in at quarterback. He'll take the snap. Here's the pressure. Screen set up, caught by Plagg, and Booker T read it perfectly. The power 4 defensive lineman blew that one up. It's going to be tackled at the 35 for a 2-yard loss, and Guthrie's going to punt the football away.
Yeah, that's a quick one. Yeah, well played there. See how athletic that kid is.
That's why he's just a sophomore. That's why he'll be playing Division I football one day.
Yeah, big time Division I football.
So Guthrie's had to punt on their last 2 possessions. Remember, they opened up the half with a touchdown run, but they've now had to punt the football 2 times in a row. Booker T also had to punt on their last time, as they're going to have good field position here Unless Carlock can pin it down here, he does bounce at the 35 and a little roll, not much, maybe 1 yard. And so here comes the Booker T offense back on the field, down to 11:07 to play in the semifinal game. Carl Everett and Dale City, they're going to cruise to the semifinals. However, on the other side of the bracket, Newcastle and Pryor in a good one, much like Guthrie and Booker T in a good one.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it towards the end of the regular season when things started lining up. You know, this is the side of bracket. You want to be on the opposite side of bracket of Carl Albert, no doubt about it. Boy, there's going to be a ball game, big-time ball game played when Carl Albert and Dell City hook it up. That's going to be the game of the week, I think, in the state of Oklahoma when those two get ready to match up.
In a couple of weeks, no doubt, number 1 versus number 2. A lot to decide before that here with this one. And that's in this side of the bracket. We appreciate everyone checking us around the state of Oklahoma. I know there's a lot of Guthrie fans and Booker T fans watching, but there's others checking it out as well. We appreciate you here on the broadcast. A little quick pass. It's hit for a loss back at the 28-yard line.
Great job by our sophomore, Burton, out there. Great job bringing him down for a loss. See it here. He strings it out. Fights through 2 blockers. Yeah. Great effort there. He's going to be a good one. He's already a good one. He's going to be a really good one next couple of years. Get a little weight room time on him this year in the offseason.
Yeah, he is a sophomore. There you see number 35 right there in your screen. Nice shot by Lance Evans. Loss of 5 on the play. 2nd down and 15. The Hornets need the 44-yard line for the first down. Brooks to throw. The first guy was not there. Second guy is there, and it's a nice catch by the receiver. Driven out of bounds by Carpenter, but not before the nice reception by number 6, Compton.
Yeah, just a yard short of the first down. This feels a little bit like the last drive. You got to bend, don't break.
Remember, the last time these two teams played on this field, it was a triple overtime ball game. So I don't know the way the score lies right now, if we can get to an overtime, but nonetheless, it looks like it's going to be a great finish here in Tulsa. 3rd down and 1. Hornets try to run it again. They've had a hard time. They're going to toss it to the backup running back. He's going to be hit behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to actually get back to the line of scrimmage. And here we go. 4th down and 1.
4th and 1.
Barnes was a ball carrier. Washington was not. Great job by the defense. Actually, good job by Barnes for the second effort.
Got to get back.
Offense obviously stay on the field, and boy, if you don't get this.
Looks like they got their own version of the Sasquatch package, Chris.
Yeah, the defensive linemen are now in for the offense. Number 13 and 75, Graves and Jones. They need 1 yard. This is a huge play here. Boy, if they don't get it here, this is a big play up the middle. First down, Hornets, and a little bit more get into Guthrie territory as the big defensive lineman created a big hole, but Barnes really made that possible, getting to the Guthrie 49.
Yeah, that's a lot of meat up front there. I'm telling you, those was 2 big boys. I bet when they walk down the hallway at Booker T, everybody gets out of the way.
Well, the Sooners of Oklahoma can use that tomorrow.
Jeez.
1st down and 10 for the Hornets.
Chris, thanks for securing tickets for us to go to that game tomorrow.
Absolutely, Phil. Glad to help you out.
Mighty big of you.
A lot of tickets available for the OU-Alabama game. The hardest ticket to get a couple months ago turned into the easiest thing to get.
Opened up a little.
Barnes, back-to-back carries. He'll get a couple yards to the 47-yard line. They're going forward progress to the 46, so give him 3 yards on the pickup. Phil, if Bixby and Bixby and Edmond Memorial hold on, can the West Side team get past the East Side school to get into the championship?
They'd have to play Bixby?
Yeah, Bixby next week.
I think yes.
On a neutral field.
I think yes. How cool would that be?
It looks like it's going to be Jinx and Owasso on the other side, so that's guaranteed an East Side team. So Edmond Memorial, if you're a West Side team, they're your one last chance. The Hornets will run here on 2nd down and 7. Get around the 42-yard line. Pick up a 4. Of course, big package again, Phil.
Well, I mean, why not?
Yeah. Elgin and Wagner look like they're going to be heading to a state semifinal game. 3rd down and 3. Hornets got 2 plays to get 3 yards. Barnes Gets to the 40. That's 1 yard shy of the first down. We have not seen Michael Washington in there.
I don't know if he got banged up a little bit or what's going on. I've been looking down here on the sideline. I haven't seen him.
Well, here we go. Another fourth down play. The Hornets need the 39. They're quickly to the line. I'll hand it off. There's Washington. He trips in the backfield. He tripped, and he's going to be shy of the first down. In fact, he lost a half a yard. Hornets turn it over on down. There is a flag down at the 43. This is a big penalty flag here. It was thrown in the backfield, Sean. Guthrie's going to decline this. This was declined, and the Hornets turn it over on downs.
Wow, you'll see it here. This disrupts him a little bit. He just goes to cut and just loses his footing. He's down right there. It's the right call. Good call by the officials.
Now, if you're Guthrie, you obviously want points here, but you got to put a couple of first downs. You got to get a 6, 7, 8 play drive to take some time off the clock and force Booker T to go the other direction to get in field goal range. We haven't seen much of the kicker.
Or even a thought of kicking.
Correct.
So far tonight. So, it's imperative we move the chains, obviously. That's an obvious statement. But if we can take some time off the clock down here and get away, get a score here, boy, that puts Booker T really up against it.
Now we see Kellen Herzl, the linebacker, back there leading the way. This is Elijah Smith in a Wildcat formation. Elijah's going to get 2 yards. Remember, Guthrie is without the services of Blake Doles with a foot injury, so take Blake Doles out, insert Kellen Herzl when your season is on the line.
It's not a bad one to have back there.
We haven't seen very many Wildcat formations with Elijah Smith, a junior running back, but that's what we have right now. Colton Carlock is not on the field. Caden White, the other linebacker, is in at halfback as well. So this is what you get when everything is on the line. Smith will run between the tackles across the 45. He's gone over 1,000 yards rushing this year. He still doesn't want to go down, and now he's popped loose. He's trying to run. He's trying to outrun the Hornets, and he's going to do it on a 57-yard touchdown run.
Holy cow, I can't believe that. I thought the play's over. He just keeps pumping his legs, gets a push from the big boy behind him. Next thing you know, it's golden goalpost, Chris.
An unbelievable run by Elijah Smith in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
There you see the celebration.
Stay on there, sir. Stay on there. Stay on you.
Elijah Smith, when the Jays needed it the most. And now the all-important the extra point. This would make it a 2-score game. Strive Wellness Lounge PAT. Carla Miller to do the duties. Booker T jumps off sides. Now what do you do?
You kick it.
Yeah.
I don't even want to give any thought to that.
Ball would be at the 1.5-yard line.
Don't stop.
Penalty is declined. I didn't want to lose Phil in the booth. Carl Miller, again, this is a huge extra point to make it a 2-possession ball game. Snap, hold, kick. There's a flag down. The ball.
Yeah, he's offsides.
Yeah. Hornets trying to jump, but they understand how big it is.
They do. How ironic it's in this. Look at this integrity in their replay right here. You think, okay, play's over. We get a little push. Next thing you know, he doesn't quit running, and it's off to the races. Now, let me say something. That's what happens when you have a good crew. Many crews would have blown that dead
officiating crew
wrongly, right? And so, man, I'm telling you, we talk about how important that third team on the field is.
Try this kick again. There's another flag. Boy, is this
that on us?
Now you're just sneaking.
Yeah, I mean, Booker T, I think they're almost, it seems like they're trying to do it on purpose, but they're trying to be ultra aggressive, trying to block this because they know their offense is going to have to score twice if this extra point goes through. Guthrie's going to continue to decline this. They're not going to they're not going to accept these penalties. You can do this 20 more times.
I mean, it's choppy.
So there it is again, Danny Gacious letting us know against Booker T. We'll try this again. I think this is the 4th try.
Carl Miller still waiting to attempt the point after.
PA announcer trying to ice the Guthrie kicker?
I think he is.
Okay. Here we go. Extra point is good. Guthrie increases their lead now 29 to 26, 45 to play in the ball game. MTXE, mental toughness, extra effort. This Blue Jay football brought to you by F&M Bank.
At home, the office, or your commercial building, you want a professional roofing contractor you can trust. Red River Roofing Siding and Windows has been the Oklahoma leader in residential and commercial roof repair, maintenance, and replacement for over 2 decades. Partnering with the best manufacturers to offer the best roofing systems with the best warranty protection and the best financing plan in the industry. Avoid the high volume of underqualified, untrained contractors and call Red River Roofing Siding and Windows today.
Tina and Stefan and the entire staff, they are who you see them be. I mean, they're genuine people. They care about people. They've spent their entire lives in healthcare.
I can honestly say I'm 65 years old, and I'm probably in the best health I've been in my whole life, to be honest with you. And it's thanks to Stefan and his staff here, because everything they've done for me is just worked tremendously.
I just highly recommend Strive to anybody who's wanting to see a real improvement in their overall health, to be quite frank, their quality of life.
Elijah Smith from the Wildcat formation. We hadn't seen it a whole lot this year, but my oh my, what a play it was. It looked like the little guy was going to be tackled by the big power 4 guys, and it's just like, okay, you know what? See you later.
Man, that's
what
just
a run.
Just an unbelievable effort. Unbelievable effort.
Could be one of the greatest runs in a long, long time in Blue Jay Nation.
Big time. Elijah
Smith. We'll get to the scoring summary after this S&T Oilfield Services kickoff. 29-20, so Booker T. Still got plenty of time, but they got to work here pretty quick, a little over halfway through this fourth quarter. Sky kick on the far side. Ball's loose, and it goes out of bounds, so this will go out to the 35-yard line for Booker T. Washington. As we check out the John Vance Motor scoring summary, 2 plays and big 57-yard run by the junior Elijah Smith to give these Jays a 9-point lead.
Chris, I'm going to give you one South Point Baptist Church scoring update. It means something to you. 2A1. Adair, 24. Davis, 27. That's a final.
That's a final, yeah. Davis Wolves, yeah.
They've been in your head all year.
Davis, boy, they had a tough schedule, and Adair, not as tough, but Adair, their first loss comes in the playoffs. Their season is done.
I had Adair in the finals.
Davis, a 4-loss team, but moving on to the state semifinals. First down and 10 for the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Gilbert across the middle. We're going to call it incomplete, dropped. And now we'll see how Booker T handles the pressure of the scoreboard to being down 9, 29-20. Remember, Booker T has won 9 straight ball games. Good job by Kellen Herzl to get a ball up in the air, the offensive lineman, and we'll bring it in. But Booker T's won 9 straight ball games and have handled their schedule pretty easily. They beat McAllister by a couple scores, but they haven't been in this situation in a long time.
Long time, and you sure haven't been in a situation where you got to go put up points quick like this when it matters at the end of the ball game, but Blue Jay defense got to keep doing what they're doing.
Second down and 10. Here's the pressure, and he's going to go down. A sack from behind. The Blue Jay defense continues to bring the house. Eli Plagg, what a game the seniors having here tonight as we check it out from the backside. Never saw it coming.
Well, I tell you, he's lucky he held on to that ball. Eli just having a phenomenal ball game tonight. Getting it done.
13 jumped the route.
Loss of 6 on the play. Scammon did a great job of taking the first guy away. 13, you see at the bottom of your screen, took the first option away, and they gave plenty of time for Plagg to come in from the backside.
Tell you, what a great job. That just goes, football, there's so many.
Putting him on that backside to bring that.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Third down, 16. Hornets need a big one. They just throw it up. This is nowhere close to a Booker T. Washington Hornet. And now the Hornets, Gilbert again gets hit by, not Gilbert, Brooks, the quarterback, gets hit once again. And that was just a third down 16, throw it up. I'm tired of getting hit and just hope something happens.
Yeah, he's shaking up too. He took a big shot, back-to-back plays.
And now Booker T's going to punt it away, Phil.
Going to punt it away. Blue Jays field this correctly. Can get a couple first downs, Chris. This game gets, man, I'm telling you.
A lot.
This crazy over here.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say the same thing, Sean. The crowd on that far side is really getting into it. We're on the opposite side. We're on the press box side of the Guthrie fans, but we can hear them in our crowd mic. 4th down, 16, and whistles before the snap.
What was the call?
Booker T is trying to get a man off. They call timeout, looks like.
Okay. Booker T had to burn a timeout.
Oh, wow. That's their second timeout they've taken.
Want it if you got it, or you can stay now.
We're going to keep it here. Don't want to miss any of the action here with 5:53 to play in the ball game. There you see the Guthrie band. They're, I don't know if they're trying to stay warm or they're excited, Phil. Maybe both.
Well, I think more excited. When you're that age, after a while, it's all about the fun, right? And they are in their PJs. Yeah, I didn't know that was an option. Can we start wearing our PJs to games?
You wore them last week.
Well, that's true.
Updated scores in Class 5A in the 4th quarter.
Good shot there, Booker T. Washington's sideline, as they're going to have to punt the football away here on 4th down and 16. Cheerleaders out there as well.
Chris, real quick, South Point Baptist Church scoring an A1 ball. 2-time defending state champion Fairview has been eliminated. Get beat tonight 34-7 by Rejoice Christian. That was a 2 versus 3.
Yep.
Hooker has came back, now has a 10-point lead over Pecola late in the 4th.
4th down, 16 here. Booker T is going to have to punt this one away. It's a low line drive punt. It'll take a big Booker T bounce. Guthrie will get away from it, and the Jays will have it inside their 30-yard line. They'll have it at the 28 officially. More importantly, got time on the clock to work with. There is a flag thrown down near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think this is going to be.
It's going to be a personal. Remember, talked about in the pregame show, penalties and turnovers have been the one negative thing on this great season for Booker T. 9-2. Remember, this team a year ago was 2-8 in 6A2 football. Made their way down, won the district in 5A3. But they've run into, especially last week in the victory over Collinsville, 25-20 was that score. Booker T had some turnovers and some penalties that really hurt them. Able to overcome them. It was Collinsville had the ball inside the 10 to go win it. And Booker T brought the blitz and sacked the quarterback to secure the first-round victory last week. Not sure I saw the official sign by Danny Gages. Has not given it yet. I think they're going to make sure what Coach Kelly Beebe wants to do. Again, this officiating crew, they've done state championships before. It's a good crew. Danny Gages and his crew. Danny Gages, Sam McPhee, Shane Weathers, Nathan McPhee, and Sean Spivey, as you see on your screen. Here is Danny's official call. Booker T will call B for the personal foul. Boy, that's big, Phil. So instead of around the 28, it's going to be out closer near midfield.
Yeah.
2? Okay, we're being told 2 personal fouls.
Goodness gracious.
That's 30 yards.
Holy smokes.
That's Booker T territory.
Wow.
Yeah, Coach Young just came down here on the field, had a talk with his guys, and said, guys, they're fixing to lose it.
Yeah, Sean, I'm sorry we lost you there, but I know exactly what you're going to say. You get down in a situation like this, emotions run wild. The Blue Jays, and listen, there's still 5:42 left, but Blue Jays go in here and start driving this ball. You don't want to lose somebody for next week's semifinal game.
Carlock, the quarterback. He'll run across the 40. Booker T trying to strip it away. While they're trying to strip it away, Carlock runs for a couple extra yards to the 37.
Yeah, there's a lot of emotion on that defensive side of the ball right now. You're seeing kids react after every play. And listen, I got to say, this one you got to remember, these are high school kids. There's going to be emotion. But Blue Jays got to stay smart, stay disciplined.
22 seconds on the play clock. Guthrie will check the sideline.
If we snap that ball with more than 2 seconds on it, the rest of the game, there's a problem.
I would safely say 5 for sure, but yeah, 2 is even better. Down to 5 now. They snap it with 3, so that's pretty close. Carlock keeps it. Good read for him. He's going to have a first down across the 30-yard line. There's another scrum. Both teams pushing each direction. And Guthrie's going to have the first down at the 27-yard line.
Guys, I'll tell you what, right now, the Blue Jays offense, if we can just keep doing this, even if we go down, we get 3, that'd be 33. That's a 13. Well, I tell you, that's a lot.
High school football, the big thing in high school, no matter what school you are, one of the best things all season long is if you get to practice on Thanksgiving Day, something Guthrie has not done since 2013. They're trying to milk off this 4 minutes and 23 seconds to practice on Thanksgiving Day. Elijah Smith between the tackles will get down to the 20-yard line. 7 more healthy yards.
This is absolutely the perfect scenario.
Yep.
Stop just shy of the 25-yard line.
BB texts me they're taking Thanksgiving off.
This is
make it to 21 officially, so 6 yards. It's almost better if it was 6 yards. You take more time off this clock.
Take more time off the clock. I mean, you got 17 on the play clock and dropping, but man, 3:46, 3:45. I mean, Blue Jay fans, you count them all down together now.
Stay tuned. Terra Insure Group post-game show. We'll talk with Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe. We'll also talk to our North Church player of the game as Carlock is close to the first down. Needed the 17. He's going to be real close to that 17-yard line. Might have a measurement. No measurement needed. First down, Guthrie.
Well, I tell you, that's huge for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, Booker T. They only got 2 timeouts left, and now is that Carlock?
No. Is that Carlock down?
Yeah, I think it is.
Oh, it is.
Looks like maybe the wind was knocked out of him.
When you start seeing those hips come up.
Yeah, Coach Young's leaving.
Yeah, I've been on the bad end of that a few times back in the day. That's a terrible feeling. Well, Chris, you knocked the wind out of me a couple weeks ago.
Well, I mean,
I had it coming. I'm just.
Here we see the replay of this one. I think a couple Hornets fall on top of him.
Usually you got the ball in your breadbasket, and that's usually what happens. But
can we get an update, Phil, on the prior Newcastle game?
Yes, sir.
Guthrie can hold on, 3:25. Certainly you feel good about yourself right now, but Guthrie, if they hold on, we'll play the winner between Pryor and Newcastle. That game being played in Newcastle. By the way, Newcastle playing in 5A for the first time this season.
The last report, South Point Baptist Church scoring update, Newcastle 38, Pryor 37.
Wow, classic there as well.
Now, if Pryor were to win that and Guthrie holds on and wins here, we would be back on the road.
Yes.
On the east side.
Correct.
If Newcastle wins that and
closer
Guthrie holds on, right?
Right.
Be a little closer.
Yeah, because right now, Carl Albert, Dale City, if Guthrie can hold on, if Newcastle hold on, you got 4 teams from the west, so those games would be played in the Oklahoma City area. But if Pryor were to win, no matter what happens, no matter who wins this game, it would be in the Tulsa area.
Right.
Yep.
And that's because you rotate year to year, east side, west side.
That's correct. 1st and 10 for the Blue Jays from the 17 as the clock is rolling. 13 on the play clock, so Guthrie can take the next snap under 3:05 in this quarter, which is the 4th and final quarter. There's a snap. Elijah will take it to the 13, pick up a 4. Booker T will not use the timeout here as we go under 3 to play.
Is that? Do you like that?
Well, yeah, you're
it's 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other.
Well, it's
right?
4 down territory too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you definitely take it after 2nd down. Maybe think Guthrie to throw it on 3rd down and maybe stop the clock. That's not going to happen. So, you got to take it on 2nd and 3rd down. Regardless, you're taking a good chunk of this time off the clock in a 2-possession ball game. Dalen Rice hands it off to Elijah Smith. Elijah just runs in the middle. There's nothing about getting yards here. And now Booker T does take their 2nd timeout with 2:19 on the game clock.
Tackle by the Hornets, number 11, Darion Overstreet. Also, we can do a little cleanup. Number 19.
Yeah, this is 2:19 left.
Hornets take the timeout, and we talked about it in the pregame show, Phil, that Guthrie has lost 6 straight games in the quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Booker T's lost 5 straight in the quarterfinals. So some team, Guthrie's not played in the semifinals since 2013, the year they won the state championship, and looks like that streak might be coming to an end.
I tell you, I mean, everything's pointing in that direction right now. I'm so snake bit. We're on the bad end of the field.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still trying to flush all these 08 demons out of my body, but it sure looks like the Blue Jays are going to get an opportunity to match up with either Pryor or Newcastle in 2 weeks.
And Guthrie's done this the entire game outside the opening possession without the services of Blake Dole. So you see on the Guthrie bench, went down with a foot injury. Hopefully he can come back in a couple of weeks if Guthrie holds on. Again, no 5A games will be played next week. They will have a bye week next week. But hopefully Blake Doles can come back sometimes in that semifinal game.
Saw Carlock sitting next to Blake there.
3rd down 5. Dalen. Boy, first down it is. Guthrie can take a knee. First down, Blue Jays all the way down to the 6-yard line, and the Blue Jays are advancing to the state semifinals for the first time since 2013.
Man, oh man, get it off our back. That's big time. That's big time.
Booker T can only stop this one more time.
They're done. They have burned that.
They're out of timeouts?
4th down, yeah.
Okay, so they are officially out of time. Well, I think they have one.
Yeah, they're showing one.
They should have one because they haven't burned it on the 4th.
Well, I think he just,
for sure.
You can take some knees here. I don't think Booker T is going to worry about if they do have a timeout, if they would even take it, but it looks like they are out of timeout. So Guthrie will have to take 2. Guthrie's going to take a timeout themselves.
And I think this timeout is more about situational, obviously. You're going to talk through what's going on, what they're looking at. And also I think there'll be some talks about, listen, be smart.
Yeah,
you know, don't get caught up in any chippiness. Don't get caught up in anything silly. Be smart. Let's get on the bus. Let's get out of here.
Coach John Chappell, former longtime assistant for this football program, now he's the athletic director. He's still in the huddle giving some time suggestions here. And so you do the math, 139, you have 40 in between, so there's 40, 80, that's a minute 20. That's this first down. So, yeah, I think you're safe here. I think 3 knees would do it.
Yeah, well, by the signs next door, we're sitting next to the Guthrie coaching staff. They've done the calculations in their head. I think they know they can kneel and go.
Terra Insure Group post-game show coming up. You know, we talked about throughout the entire football season for Guthrie, they didn't really have that marquee win.
Yeah.
And then they got it last week against Lawton MacArthur. Well, it just got even bigger tonight with the victory over Booker T. Washington. And so now you're going to have either a Guthrie, Newcastle, or Pryor in a 5A state championship game. And that's something we talked about week 8, maybe week 7, week 8 of the football season, that, hey, if you're on this side of the bracket, you will have a fighting chance to get to the championship game. And that's going to be true. And we'll see who it is as Guthrie gets into victory formation. There's the first knee of a couple upcoming. And Guthrie about to secure their 9th victory of the season. None bigger here in T-Town.
Tell you, Chris, you never know how much stuff means to you. And listen, we're just up here calling the game. We get to be a part of it and have a lot of fun with these kids. But, man, how important is this? This coaching staff, they've battled to get to the quarters all those years, can't get over that hump. And to
with
finally
good teams.
With good teams. This is a big win for Coach Kelly Beebe and the entire staff, and for every one of those young men down on the field, the trainers, everybody that's doing it. Make it to the semis, that's a heck of a good run.
There's knee number 2. They'll take one more knee here in about 15 seconds and make it official. The Blue Jays in the state semifinals for the first time since 2013. Home crowd here on the home side starting to file out. Blue Jay fans across the way standing up. They're getting ready to go into celebration mode. Guthrie can take a knee at any second right now to solidify the quarterfinal win.
Wow.
Dalen Rice will do one final snap here in Tulsa. There's the snap, there's the knee,
the cheap
and
shot.
There's the ball game.
Absolute cheap shot on the last play.
And Samaje Morgan does the right thing, just walks away.
Yep.
That's the ball game. The Blue Jays are headed to the state semifinals for the first time since 2013 as they take down the Booker T. Washington Hornets. Final score 29-20. Victory 101 for Coach Kelly Beebe. None sweeter in the victory against Booker T. Washington.
Booker T. Washington Hornets with a great record of 9 wins and 3 losses on the
Blue Jays will be practicing on Thanksgiving Day. 29-20, we'll take a timeout, get set for this Terra Insure Group post-game show. Don't go away. This is Guthrie Bluejay football presented by F&M Bank.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Are you ready to secure your legacy? At Black Oak Alliance, we understand that your hard work has built a future for yourself and your family. Our team of expert advisors is here to guide you through estate planning, helping you protect your assets, minimize taxes, and ensure your family's financial security. Black Oak Alliance has the experience and expertise to tailor a plan just for you. Schedule a no-cost consultation today. Visit us online at blackoakalliance.com or 405-724-6328. Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy.
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy, evening and TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
For decades, Guthrie Athletics has been a source of pride in the Guthrie community. Hi, I'm Merritt Roberts, and I've been a Blue Jay supporter and Farm Bureau agent for many, many years. I want to wish all the Guthrie student athletes not only a great season on the field, course, track, or court, but in the classroom as well. If integrity, honesty, and accessibility are important to you, call Farm Bureau at 620-4920 and ask for Merritt. I would welcome the opportunity to give you a professional evaluation of your insurance needs, or simply stop by and let's talk about the Jays.
Today I'm sharing Golden Chick with the world. Are you ready to taste Golden Chick for the first time? 100% tenderloin, that's where the golden tenders come from, marinated for 24 hours. It is amazing. And we also got the rolls, made fresh.
It feels like they were just baked.
You know why it feels that way? They were.
Every time I go, I like to get extra rolls, so I love it.
We are being kind of photobombed right now by the one and only Clucky. Have you met Clucky the chicken? Don't get too starstruck. He's just a regular guy. One taste, and you're golden. He's on Tender. That's like a chicken dating app.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services: mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Lennox products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Hayes Tree Service is a proud member of the Guthrie Chamber of Commerce and a huge supporter of Guthrie Public Schools. Cody and Kathy Hayes are available 24/7 for emergency tree work when Mother Nature hits. Hayes has the experience and equipment needed for tree trimming, removal, and stump grinding. Fully insured, Hayes is the company that other tree guys call for help. For a free estimate, call 405-535-6560 or find them on Facebook. Go Blue Jays!
For centuries, it was a windswept prairie until the run of '89 saw settlers scramble for land and life in a newborn town as Oklahoma's territorial capital, Guthrie. Bank First is loyal to the preservation movement that reclaimed Oklahoma's first state capital. And we're loyal to the banking legacy born at the corner of First and Oklahoma Streets. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
The rights to this broadcast have been granted by Guthrie Public Schools. Any rebroadcast or republication of the programming without the written consent of Guthrie Public Schools is strictly prohibited.
Welcome inside the Terry and Sugar Group postgame show. The Blue Jays in T-Town with the victory over Booker T. Washington 29-20 to advance to the Class 5A state semifinals to be played in 2 weeks. The Guthrie Blue Jay opponent, we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But first, it's time for tonight's North Church Player of the Game. With that, let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas.
I'm live here with Player of the Game, Eli Plagg. Eli, second round of the playoffs secured, going into the semifinals. Tell me what that feels like.
Feels amazing, especially since the fact Guthrie hasn't 2013 won that state championship. But it is an amazing thing. I mean, it's the first in my high school. I hope we keep on rolling.
So senior season, you've had a heck of a. This game in particular, you were all over the field on defense. Seemed like you were on everything, offense, making big plays, making big hits for big runs. Just what was your motivation tonight going into this game?
Well, my motivation really wasn't there at the beginning of the game, but once I saw get hurt, I realized I had to step up because, I mean, he's the other ace. Without him, we're not near the team as we are. I had to step it up just for him.
So your football team seemed like there were hot moments, there were cold moments, and then at the end of the game, that big touchdown run, and you guys just put the heat on. What's it feel like to be with this group of guys that have come together? It's been a long haul from the beginning of the season, and then last week's game was an amazing performance, and then back to this week's game. You guys have really gelled together. What's that like your senior year to play for such a well-oiled machine?
It's amazing, to be honest with you. We started this season not very well, losing 2 games to Tuttle and Blanchard, but we built up the team chemistry that we need to go, and as well as some of the other players got more experience under their belts, and it helps out a lot. I mean, it shows what we win games doing that.
All right, next week it's Newcastle. In 2 weeks, we got a week off. In 2 weeks it's Newcastle. Tell me, what can we expect out of this Blue Jay team?
Well, to be honest, we haven't studied any Newcastle film yet, but over this next 2 weeks, we're going to do our best to study them as well as we can, and hopefully come out the outcome like we did tonight.
All right, guys. Eli Plagg, Player of the Game. We'll go back to you.
Thanks, Sean. With that, Eli Plagg, the North Church Player of the Game, and what a performance Eli Plagg. He mentioned Blake going down.
Big time.
He came in and filled some big shoes for Blake. I mean, he was going to be on the field without Blake there anyway, but he was so big time.
He was big time defensively. He was big time offense. Had that Carlock 50-yard touchdown run. Had the block that sprung him for that. I mean, just an absolute phenomenal ball game. I couldn't be happier for Eli Plagg, one of the finest young men we've got walking the streets of Guthrie, Oklahoma. He deserves this. He earned this. Like he said, when Blake went down, boy, he stepped up in a big way because he had to at H-back, and here we go, going to the semifinals.
Congratulations to Eli Plagg, the North Church Guthrie Player of the Game. If you're planning to visit soon, let them know that you're coming. They can have a free gift ready for you when you arrive. Congratulations to Eli Plagg, the North Church Player of the Game. We can tell you the final score in Newcastle, Oklahoma. The Racers win it by a point, 38-37. Guthrie will take on the Newcastle Racers in Oklahoma City area. The site to be determined here in the coming days. It will be in the Oklahoma City area, but more on that a little bit later on. Let's go downstairs with Sean Silvas with tonight's winning coach, Kelly Beebe, as they head on to the state semifinals.
All right, guys, I'm here with Coach Kelly Beebe. Coach, get-round playoff game has been since Guthrie has made it. What does it feel like to finally get this team back on the winning track and into the
Well, we've been winning plenty. We saw Collinsville twice in 18 and 20, and they wound up winning it in 21. We saw McAllister in 21. They wound up state runner-ups. Kind of gave one away to Grove in 22, and then, Del City was state runner-up in 23. So, and I talked to the boys about the opportunity that they had, and mostly I talked to them about where we started this season. From where we are right now, what we started with, in that Elgin scrimmage is unrecognizable. I can't say enough good things about the coaches, the position coaches, the coordinators, the weight room, the way these kids have bought in to their maturation process. And I said it last week, and I'll say it again. These guys like each other, and they're not ready for this story to be over with. You know, they played for each other tonight out there.
You know, the beginning of the football season, you know, from the sidelines looking in, who the playmaker's going to be, who's this team going to rally around. Now fast forward to and really Blake goes down, and you had a bunch of players step up. Talk about just how important it is with this team and these great kids that are just stepping up. And
yeah, no doubt. We really missed Blake during the rest of the game after he left. But I don't know how many of our kids and loved us. So, you know, we're going to get this done for you. And that goes back to kind of what I'm talking about with this group, man. They're good to be around. They're good to coach, you know, and, you know, hopefully Blake's back. You know, I was cussing the bye week before tonight, and now we're, you know, that was a very physical ball club, very physical. I told the Tulsa World, you know, he said, how'd you win or whatever? I said, you know, we ran the ball. They couldn't. They hit some deep balls in the air. We beat their quarterback up. We beat their tailback up, you know, and we just kept playing. And, you know, I thought our kids showed a lot of restraint and a lot of character when their kids started losing their mind at the end of the game. And I know Coach Benson's first-year coach here, and I don't anticipate that being something that continues on in the future. He's done a great job with his staff and his kids.
So we've got, it's Newcastle. We're going to, what's that? We're having issues up here in Tulsa with the reception. But anyway, Newcastle's who we're facing in 2 weeks. Big game, obviously semifinal game. What's that going to look like? Preparation for that with the bye week and all that. And just let us know what we can look forward to.
Well, we've already structured that with the kids, you know, starting last Monday for the eventuality of us getting the win tonight. Knew it would be a hard-fought win, but we were prepared with our practice structure. I'm going to give my coaches the weekend off, be with their families, be with their wives. A lot of them have little kids. And then we'll come in on Monday and do all of our game plan stuff. Practice Tuesday, Wednesday, let everybody off for Thanksgiving. Come back Friday afternoon to stress them, and then give the next weekend off to the boys. So some of these guys that are dinged up, nicked up, should be feeling great. And then the following Monday would be a normal week of preparation.
All right, Coach, congratulations on another huge win. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Thank you, fellas.
Blue Jay head coach Kelly Beebe and the Blue Jays headed off to the state semifinals. And here they will not practice because of the bye week on Thanksgiving Day. So
good for them.
That is good news for them. Blue Jays win it in Tulsa tonight, 29-20. We'll take a timeout, come back with more here on the Terra Insure Group post-game show.
At South Point Baptist Church, we want you to cheer loud and be proud as we send the Blue Jays to victory. Afterwards, join us each Sunday in our friendly family atmosphere. South Point invites you, your family, and friends to join us each week with Sunday school beginning at 10 a.m. and our morning service at 11 a.m. South Point wishes all students this season to make fun and exciting memories not only on the playing field, but in the classroom as well. And as always, go Blue Jays.
Countless people in the community that have been coming to Strive as clients are seeing real changes in their lives for the better.
We're all about getting to the root cause of your health issues. We're proactive instead of reactive. We have weight loss medications like semaglutide, tirzepatide, and lipomino skinny shots, IV hydration, infrared saunas, cold plunge, 4D massage chairs, and our newest technologies, the M-Cella chair for urinary incontinence and M-Scalp Neo body contouring increases muscle by 25% and decreases fat by 30%. Check us out at strivewellnesslounge.com.
F&M Bank loves giving back to the communities we live and serve in. Banking with us ensures your money goes back into your community. Our goal is to provide you with reliable banking you can trust, delivered with a unique passion for service. F&M Bank has all the modern banking services, mobile banking, lending, reward checking, electronic checking, and more. We invite you to come see us at any of our 8 locations. Come see what relationship banking is all about. F&M Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back inside the Terra Insure Group post-game show. Blue Jays victorious 29-20. Be sure to check out Terra Insure Group, 622 South Division Street. I know you drive by it every day. TIGOK.com is the website. Jason Herzl, Seth Robbins, Dennis Oaks, Blue Jay alum, Blue Jay supporters celebrating the big victory tonight here as the Jays take down Booker T. Washington to head into the state semifinals for the first time since 2013. Guthrie snaps their 6-game losing streak in the second round playoffs. Booker T now has a 6-game losing skid when it comes to the second round for these two powerhouse programs in Class 5A football. Guthrie, again, just if you're tuning in late, Guthrie and 5A teams will be off next week. No games next week. They will resume action the week after, and then the winner of those games will move on to the state championship game. We do have the 5A bracket ready to go for you. The Guthrie Blue Jays will take on the Newcastle Racers at a site to be determined later. It will be a neutral site somewhere in Oklahoma City. And then the other side of the bracket, number 1, Carl Everett against number 2, Del City. And by the way, when you look at the high school huddle rankings, Carl Everett number 1, Del City number 2, Newcastle number 3, Guthrie number 4, and there you have the final 4 in the 5A playoffs, and it will be a big one. Carl Everett, Del City will be intriguing. Carl Everett number 1 team, can they be tested against what many think will be the best team to challenge them in Del City? The other side of the bracket, Guthrie, Newcastle. Guthrie hadn't been in the state championship since 2013. Newcastle is playing for the first time ever in 5A. It's a great story on one side. It's a great story on the other side. Somebody's going to win for an exciting 5A championship.
Yeah, it's going to be great football in 2 weeks in 5A action. And, obviously very happy for these kids. It was so talked about. We talked about it all the time. Lost all the starters, had to come back, really rebuild the program. To find themselves in a situation where they're going to be playing to go to the state championship football game. What an incredible accomplishment already. I know they're not done, but what a great accomplishment for those kids.
And Coach Gillespie had mentioned it, Guthrie had that losing streak in the second round of playoffs. Now, he mentioned Collinsville went on to the state championship. McAllister was very good. There's Grove went to the state championship. Guthrie has gone and faced some tough challenges, just like this Booker T team was tonight. Booker T had a 9-game winning streak going into this ball game, defeated a very good Collinsville team last week, 25-20 on this field. So for Guthrie to come up here, this was a great victory. Throw in last week's victory against Lawton MacArthur as well. It really set up the week before on senior night against Lawton High.
Yeah, big time win, and it's just this is, we talk about it. All the scrimmages, all the practices, all the non-district play, the district to get to the playoffs, and then this is the payoff for the kids, right?
Yeah.
You get in there and you get opportunities. What a great ball game. I mean, it was great, just back and forth. And, I tell you, just so happy for our kids and looking forward to 2 weeks. I think the Blue Jays are in a great situation.
Yeah, no doubt. Guthrie jumped out to a 6-0 lead with a 10-play drive to begin the ball game. Booker T turns it over on a punt, and Guthrie goes up 9-0. But then Booker T with back-to-back touchdowns to go on top 14-9 in the second quarter. And then Guthrie got the lead right before halftime at the 2:36 mark on Elijah Smith 8-yard touchdown run. And by the way, Eli Plagg is our North Church player of the game, but how big was Elijah Smith?
Oh, my Lord. I mean, that run, he just didn't give up. Got the big push from the big boys in behind. And then he just kept pumping his legs. You'll see it right here.
57 yards.
See it right here. You think, okay, play's over. He just keeps working, and then he's gone. Right here, he's gone. He's 6 points, put it on the board, and just seemed like the Blue Jays, there was times in the game where, they couldn't get anything going offensively, but just kept hammering and kept playing, kept hammering. Jason Rice, offensive coordinator, called a great offensive game again tonight, and I'll tell you, just a great win for the Blue Jays. One of the biggest wins Blue Jays have had in 10 years.
Yeah, no doubt. Blue Jays winning here tonight, 29-20. Take another time out here on the post-game show presented by Terra Insure Group. We will have some highlights of the ball game, and we'll go over some other scores around the state of Oklahoma. We've still got plenty to go here on the TIG post-game show.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oaks, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Interbank wishes all the Guthrie Blue Jays student athletes a great season and will be cheering the whole way. Interbank is proud to be a part of the tremendous momentum in Guthrie with the growing success of our schools and city. Interbank continues the winning tradition of taking care of their customers with personal and business banking. Located just blocks from the Rock at 224 East Oklahoma, or by phone at 405-282-0470. Interbank, in it for you. Member FDIC. At Mosquito and Pest Authority, our job is to keep you pest-free. Our signature mosquito control service and pest-proof barrier 360 service ensures that you aren't bothered by mosquitoes outside or pests inside. That's right, 2 brands, 2 services, only 1 visit needed. Don't believe us? We guarantee it, or we'll come back at no charge to you. No mosquitoes, no pests, no contracts, guaranteed. Call Ronnie and Sarah Phillips today at 405-916-0471. Go Blue Jays!
Whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paper boy, evening TV. You miss your old familiar friends, but waiting just around the bend. You're lost out there and you're all alone. A light is waiting to carry you home. Everywhere you look.
Exxon was founded by 2 combat-proven veterans to help businesses grow from mediocre to exceptional. We know from experience that your culture and trust throughout the organization drive superior performance. Most business owners focus on the urgent rather than the important. They are just struggling to survive. The team at Exxon helps owners identify challenges, build solutions, and focus on growth. Do you trust your team? Does your team trust you? If not, we can help. We are Exxon.
Integrity Heat and Air provides award-winning heating, ventilating, and air conditioning services to Guthrie and the surrounding areas. Integrity's indoor air quality specialists are friendly experts at service, repair, and installation. They proudly serve and install the latest Linux products and service all other brands with their A+ rating by the Better Business Bureau. Contact Integrity today at 405-833-5992 or online at integrityheatandair.com. Integrity Heat and Air, it's our pleasure to serve.
Blue Jays move on to the state semifinals here in a couple of weeks to take on the Newcastle Racers after victory tonight over Booker T 29-20. Welcome inside Terra Insure Group post-game show. We got some scores to share with you, some state semifinals in other classes. We'll also finish out here in a little bit with our Black Oak Alliance highlights of the game. We want to stay tuned for that. And by the way, real quick, before we don't want to forget, a big thank you to BJJ Boogie for the $50 donation to our broadcast. We thank you so much. That will definitely help our broadcast get better with our equipment. We promise you it will go to great needs. Thank you so much for that. 6A1 football scores. The Owasso Rams, undefeated, number 1 team in 6A1, is headed to the state semifinals. They beat Deer Creek 40-26. They will take on the Jinx Trojans, who absolutely take it to the Union Redhawks 42-7. For one semifinal. The other semifinal will feature the Bixby Spartans taking on Edmond Memorial. Bixby beats Norman North easily, 59-14. Edmond Memorial, no issues with Norman tonight, 49-20. So your 6A1 final, Owasso versus Jinx, Edmond Memorial versus Bixby.
6A2 action. Chris Stillwater took it to Putnam City North tonight, 49-14. Choctaw shuts out Sapulpa 52-0. Sand Springs runs all over Piedmont 44-14, and Muskogee, in a surprisingly close score, beats Putnam City 14-0.
And 6A2 went exactly as we thought in the 2 semifinals there. Quickly move down to Class 4A football. The Bethany Broncos take down the Ada Cougars 30-6. Tuttle, no issue with Hilldale, 49-7. Elgin, no issues with Sallisaw, 49-6. And Wagner shuts out Clint tonight, 29-0. So your 4A state semifinals, Elgin versus Wagner, Bethany versus Tuttle.
3A action. Sulphur beats Idabel 53-21. Chakota and Bristow, they had a shootout. Chakota comes out on top 35-32. Lincoln Christian, no problem with Pauls Valley, 49-7. They continue to roll. In the Battle of the Halls, Heritage Hall pulls away in the second second half, beats Holland Hall 43-21.
2A1 scoreboard brought to you by South Point Baptist Church. Metro Christian and a good one takes down Jones 27-21. Washington, number one team in 2A1, defeats Kiefer 48-14. Millwood was down early, but come back and beat Chandler 22-7. And Marlowe, in a good one with Kingston, wins that one 27-21. So Marlowe will take on Millwood in one semifinal, and Washington will take on Metro Christian in the other 2A1 semifinal.
2A2 action, what we think was not a huge upset, but an upset. Adair coming to the game undefeated, loses to Davis, 4-loss Davis, 27-24. Salina gets beat by Stroud, 56-21. Vian beats Beggs, 35-7. And Colcord takes out Holdenville, 36-14.
Real quickly in A1 football, the Hooker Bulldogs, the number one team in A1 football, gets past Bacola. It was closer than the score indicated, 46-30. Pawhuska loses to Christian Heritage Academy. Final score there, 38-36. The Black Bears of Pawnee take down Cashion, 40-13. And Rejoice Christian defeats Fairview, 34-7. We will have a new champion in A football. Fairview, the two-time defending champions, go down by 27 points.
In A2 ball, Chris, some great ball games tonight. Ringling comes back late, beats Regent Prep 54-50. Tallahassee takes out Texoma Goodwill 36-26. Thomas Fay Custer beats Hominy 20-14. And Woodland, everybody's odds-on favorite, continues to roll, takes out Kanawha 58-6.
Those are the scores around the state of Oklahoma. Semifinals next week. It is the South Point Baptist Church scoreboard update. Final timeout. We come back. We take a look at the game highlights presented by the Black Oak Alliance. This is the TIG postgame show.
At Hayes Funeral Home, we take great pride in caring for our families and community and have committed to providing you with a beautiful, lasting tribute to your loved one. Honoring your loved one is our top.
The installations. With free estimates, Paul will work with you to decide the best possible solution for your garage door or opener problems. Call A-Team Overhead Door today, 405-642-7065.
Founded in 2009, Terra Insure Group exists to serve the residents of Guthrie and the surrounding communities by delivering quality insurance coverage at the fairest possible rate. TIG isn't captive to one single carrier. The staff at Terra Insure Group, Seth Robbins, Jason Herzl, Dennis Oakes, Lisa Engel, Sarah Bowling, and Libby Wano, offer over 100 years of combined insurance experience. Call 405-293-4880 or visit them online at tigok.com.
Welcome back for the final time here tonight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. The Blue Jays win it 29-20 to advance to the state semifinals for the first time since 2013. Remember, Guthrie will not play next week. Bye week next week. And then the semis will be in 2 weeks from tonight at a location to be determined later on by the OSSAA. Blue Jays trailed at one time, but really controlled the entire ball game, I thought. It was like could have gone either way there for a moment, but Guthrie felt like they controlled the game.
There was a run in this early in the second quarter where we gave up 14 quick points, and you kind of went, dadgummit, they're starting to throw the ball around, but man, it just seemed like every time you kind of felt like maybe it's getting a little bit. You get a little worried. The Blue Jays would make a big stop, or they'd bust a big run, or they would move the chains and convert a big fourth down, or have an interception when it mattered. And so, I agree with you. I think for the Blue Jays, they're playing with so much confidence right now. Going into that game against Newcastle, I think the Blue Jays are in a great situation. Of course, hopefully we can get Blake healthy and get him back on the field in 2 weeks. We'll wait and see what happens there. But Blue Jays going to the semifinals, Chris.
See how they did that tonight by taking a look at the Black Oak Alliance highlights of the ball game as Guthrie on their opening drive really got things going. And here's some second half action. Eli Plagg, our player of the game, had some huge plays throughout the entire night. Elijah Smith, his first of the couple of touchdowns that he had, just runs hard. He's so little but runs so hard with the football.
Runs so hard. Just no quitting. Elijah had a great ball game. There's Eli again on another sack.
that Elijah's touchdown gave Guthrie a 15-14 lead, and a lead that they would never give up again. Skayman with the interception on a really big play there. That was 4th down and 4 near midfield, and Guthrie makes them pay for it with Carlock's 50-yard touchdown run right after the interception. That really set the tone there. Guthrie 22-14, but Booker T. Washington gets the score to make it 22-20, and some more Blue Jay defense really bringing the house, getting to the quarterback early and often. Caden White and crew were in the backfield the entire second half, and here's that play, Phil. Elijah Smith, 57 yards. You're like, well, how, 57 yards? What are you talking about? Boop, there he goes, and just an amazing run. Perhaps maybe the play of the year to separate the Jays and the Hornets in this second-round playoff game.
Yeah, and that was really the play. I mean, it was just...
I thought Coach Kelly Beebe hit the nail on the head. It seems like last week, this week, both teams tried to come out and just play offense versus defense, kind of smash-mouth football. And Guthrie held the course. They stayed the course. They did the small things well. They did the little things good. They just stayed on task and just pushed through. And it seemed like tonight, as the game went on, they started passing the ball. They started getting desperate. They started throwing deep balls. They had to get away from their game plan. The ball, they couldn't run the ball against Guthrie, so they had to get clever, and that ended up biting them in the butt. And Guthrie just stayed the course and was able to come through. So you really felt that momentum on the sidelines as the game got deeper in. They just kept pushing and pushing and pushing.
It's just the definition of Guthrie Blue Jay football, their defense putting pressure on you.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. I think, for me, Chris, it's all about getting over this hump. It's all about making it to the semifinals. That matters. I mean, not just for obvious reasons, but it matters to the psyche of the kids coming up, for the coaches, for everybody. I mean, you can get past that second round, get into the semifinals. Had a lot of great football teams, won a lot of football games. Yeah, but just always seem to run into a Dell City or Collinsville or something. Just some monsters along the way. But very happy for the kids from Guthrie and the coaching staff and the fans, and it's going to be a lot of fun in 2 weeks when the Blue Jays get to cheer on the Blue Jays in a semifinal ball game.
That'll do it here tonight. A big thank you to all of our great fans. It was the biggest crowd we've had on GMP TV all season long. The great comments, the great everything. We appreciate you guys so much. And, of course, a big thank you to all of our sponsors. I hope you watch all the commercials. When you see them, when you go into their business, tell them thank you for the ability to allow us to come and produce and call these ball games all the way up here in Tulsa, and including all season long. Thank you so much for that. Final score for the final time here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, inside S.C. Williams Stadium on the campus of Booker T. Washington. Blue Jays win it 29-20. They improve to 9-3 on the season. Booker T. falls to 9-3 to end their season. The Guthrie Blue Jays will take on the Newcastle Racers in the state semifinals 2 weeks from, we believe tonight, could be a Saturday game, but more than likely Friday, 2 weeks from tonight. So enjoy the week off, as the Blue Jays will also enjoy the week off. Big thank you to our production crew, the best in the business, no doubt about that, and that's why we will get to do the state championship games once again this season with our production. Sarah Phillips, Andy Daves, and Lance Evans with the great camera work, with all the angles that we needed to show you with all that stuff. A big thank you to Connor Phillips and Ronnie Phillips once again producing, putting everything in the right spots at the right time, keeping us on track. Huge thank you to them. For Sean Silvis, Phil Nichols, I'm Chris Evans. Blue Jays win it 29-20. Have a great weekend. We'll see you in the state semifinals. And until then, go Blue Jays.
Guthrie Football 2024 is brought to you by Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma and you. Terra Insure Group, insuring your world. North Church Guthrie, you matter. John Vance Auto Group, where it's comfortable to buy a car. Golden Chick, the original and still the best. Mercy Hospital, your life is our life's work. South Point Baptist Church, welcome home. F&M Bank, a neighbor you can count on. S&T Oilfield Services, Joshua 24:15. Integrity Heat and Air, we work with integrity. Strive Wellness Lounge, Health Therapy. The Black Oak Alliance, protecting your legacy. Guthrie Blue Jay Football is also brought to you by Interbank, A-Team Overhead Door, Hayes Tree Service, Guthrie Tag Agency, Hayes Funeral Home, Sonic I-35 and Highway 33, Mosquito Authority, Reese Appliance Repair, Exxon, and Merritt Roberts Farm Bureau, Oklahoma. You've been watching Guthrie Bluejay football, home of the 4-time state champions. Until next time, go Blue Jays!